Okay.
It's time now for another exciting high school sports broadcast right here on Classic Hits WTYE and online at WTYEFM.com. Our coverage of high school sports is brought to you by Best One Tire and Service, Bobcat of Davies County, Casey State Bank, Lincoln Trail College, Country Company's representatives Damian Tingley and Nick Mimoser, Center Oak Reynolds, Crawford Memorial Hospital, First National Bank, Weber Insurance and Realty, Odie's Electric, and Sidco Construction. It's time now for the Bertram Pharmacy pregame show on Classic Hits WTYE.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to Maroons football on WTYE-FM, WTYEFM.com on the internet.
Not just another number. At Bertram Pharmacy, local people you know and trust will explain your medication or any questions you may have. They take pride in knowing their customers' names and providing the service you would expect from a trusted friend. Better service is just one more reason their customers keep coming back again and again. Stop in and see for yourself. Bertram Pharmacy, 1300 North Allen Street, Robinson. Bertram Pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
And welcome back as we set the scene here from Crosby Field. Mike Scheimer along with Reggie Truitt tonight, our producer Dawson back at the station. We await this LIC conference kickoff with the Maroons and the KZ Warriors. Both teams have been out on the field for quite a while loosening up, and we are about 17 and a half minutes away from the kickoff here tonight. Pre-game brought to you by Bertram Pharmacy, fast, friendly hometown service. Maroons 0-3, KZ 3-0, and boy, what a big difference in the talent margin of the teams that they've played and the teams we've played, Reggie. It's been quite a difference of what we've seen on the scoreboard.
Right, yes. I've heard that Casey was 3-0. Obviously I haven't seen him play. I'm kind of, I guess, oblivious to a lot of this. I've seen us play a couple of times, and, yeah, when you draw the first three teams that we drew, that's tough competition.
Maroons opened with Effingham, Taylorville, Mount Carmel. Casey, a winner last week over Newton, had a big week win the week before with Oblong, and I think they opened with Marshall in their opener. 3-0 for them, the Maroons at 0-3, and it's ought to be a pretty good football game here on Crosby Field tonight as the Maroons try to get in the win column, and then if you look at the playoff situation, you might want to think about running the table if you're the Maroons. So we'll see how that works out. Listening to the pregame brought to you by Bertram Pharmacy, fan-lit, fast, friendly hometown service. We're going to take a 60-second timeout. Be back with a visit with the head coach of the Robinson Maroons, Coach Kent, after these words.
Center Oak Rentals has well-serviced equipment ready for the next task on your list. Whether it's as simple as reseeding your lawn or as complex as constructing a building, Center Oak Rentals has the tool or equipment you need, from chainsaws to excavators and everything in between. Josh and Jeremy will service the equipment while you have it, and they'll come to you. Find them on Facebook or call 812-882-4083 for Center Oak Rentals on Depot Street in Vincennes.
Great financing options. Bobcat of Davies County has something to offer everyone, including parts and service after the sale and even equipment rentals. Give us a call to learn more or stop by and see us at the showroom. Located 1 mile east of I-69 on Highway 50 between Georgia and Montgomery. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for more great deals. Bobcat of Davies County. That's one tough animal.
Time to catch up with head football coach here, Robinson, Coach Kent, brought to you by Casey State Bank, your community, your bank. Coach got here on Crosby Field tonight against a good Casey team that's coming in undefeated, but they need to be knocked off. And your team's ready to go. You've had three great opponents to warm up with, and now I think the Maroons ought to be set.
Yeah, I mean, they're undefeated for a reason. They're a really good football team, and we're going to have to go play really well to have a chance here. But our kids have done that all week. They've put a good week together. They've practiced well. They're ready to go. I mean, I like our guys. Let's go out there and see what happens after the coin toss.
You know, talk about the first three games. That's a test there for anybody, those kind of competition. But just to see the effort that you got out of your team, especially late in those games. Last week at Mount Carmel playing a very good football team, your kids didn't let up and didn't lose a beat.
Yeah, the message last week was keep fighting, right? Keep fighting, keep putting your foot forward. I think our guys are doing a good job of that. They're kind of brushing off everything that's happened and taking the next step, and we've had a good week of practice, and hopefully we can use those 3 weeks of learning experiences and 3 weeks of kind of earning our bumps there and see what happens.
Coach says a lot about your program. You come into this week 4 and you're still healthy, and that's a lot of teams can't say that. Your conditioning program got to be doing what you wanted to accomplish.
Yeah, our athletic trainer, Scott Rawlings, is really, really good. He does a great job of making sure guys are still able to get in the game, has a great relationship with our players. So all praises go to Scott on that one, and then also to our guys. They want to be out on the football field, little bumps and bruises. They understand that that's part of the game, and they're going to keep doing their best to get out on the field.
Coach, your skill position players have played really well, and you've got one thing going for you here. I think you're going to be quicker tonight than Casey is, but you got to lean on those kids to step up here tonight against an undefeated Warrior team.
Yeah, we've challenged our guys to be who we think they are. We've challenged them to be good athletes and to go out there and showcase what athleticism they have. We've worked hard, and they've worked all some of them 4 years, some of them 3 years to have the ability to do what they can do. So hopefully we get a chance to show it tonight.
You've looked at them on tape. What do you think that you need to be aware of with them?
Yeah, they're gonna pound the rock. They're gonna run. We got to play stout defense. We got to make sure we tackle. We limit assignment errors. I think is the big one. Play mentally in the game the whole time. And then they got a couple good athletes that can run down the field, though, if they do decide to pass it. So just got to have a great mentality and no missed assignments. That's going to be the big one.
So one bright spot I've seen on defense, your defensive backs against the pass game really cover well.
Yeah, when we do what we need to do and we're reading our keys the right way, I really, really like our guys. I think we have some of the best in the area. But yeah, as long as we're making the right reads, we can cover some people for sure.
Keys to the game tonight before we get out of here.
Protect the ball, and then on defense, tackle.
Thanks, Coach. Coach Kent here at pregame as we get ready for the kickoff. You're listening to the pregame brought to you, Coach's report was brought to you by Casey-State Bank. Your community, your bank. Pregame, sponsored Bertram Pharmacy. Glad to have both those alongside. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll be back with more as the crowd working their way in here tonight for this football game. Back in 60 seconds.
You've paid more to get less with all the rest. It's time to go with the Best One Tire and Service. Just $29 gets you the complete oil change, a Valvoline full synthetic oil change, plus free tire rotation, brake inspection, and battery check. Why pay more to get less with the other guys? At Best One, just $29 gets you the complete oil change, Valvoline full synthetic oil, tire rotation, brake inspection, and battery check. During your visit, ask about V-Perks. Go with the Best One Tire and Service, home of the complete oil change. West Main Street in Robinson. Up to 5 quarts, excludes diesel.
Here's what real students say about Lincoln Trail College.
I have learned how to put my academics first while learning how to be a leader within that.
That was definitely affordable for me. It definitely gave me a new path on what I wanted to do with my life, too.
I feel like Lincoln Trail was a great step out of high school.
You too can join students like these. Visit iecc.edu/LTC to get started and let the trail be your path to success.
Yeah, welcome back to Crosby Field. Mike Scheimer along with Reggie Truitt tonight, head baseball coach at Robinson High School. In fact, a couple old baseball guys here in the press box tonight. So
yeah,
we may be.
You got a lot more wins than I do.
You'll catch me. I don't know if I'll be around to see it, but you'll catch me. Good time here tonight, and glad Reggie can set in. We'll be talking baseball and some other things at halftime as we get this football game underway. 10.5 minutes away from the kickoff. And Reggie, I think our band's waiting for some leadership here.
They're waiting for something.
Probably waiting on the football team to come out. Yeah, PA's making the announcement about what's going on, Casey coming around to the right end. It's a little deceiving with them that they've won 3, but I don't think their opponents have won any. So here the Maroons are. We're 0-3, but
have our opponents lost?
No, I'm wondering. I think Mount Carmel got beat once, and that's been it. And that was Gibson Southern from Indiana. So look for the Maroons to really come out here focused tonight. We talk a little bit already about the playoffs, and Reggie, they gotta basically you're gonna need 5 for sure, and maybe 6 to get in, and that's what we got left.
That's true. I don't think anyone from our conference with 5 wins got in the playoffs in the last few years. I may have to check on that, but I'd be surprised. You're right. I'd hate it's kind of, I would say as a coach, it'd be difficult to bring that up already.
Yeah,
it's
but
only the 4th week.
Smart kids in the football team know what the line is and know what you got to do if you want to get to that 10th game. And we're not going to get many points from teams like Paris and Newton and Marshall and Albany. They're all struggling. Lawrenceville, Casey, yeah, they're playing pretty well. I think Lawrenceville undefeated too.
They are.
So keep an eye on them. Hey, one thing we like to do before the game is have a little popcorn. Time for a popcorn report brought to you by Odie Electric.
It's almost game time, and Odie from Odie's Electrical Service wants to know, how's the popcorn tonight?
Did you have any, Reggie?
I haven't had any. I have not. I just got thrown in the fire, but I have not had any popcorn.
Usually pretty good here. You've made a little bit here in the concession stand, I believe, at the Booster Club.
Yes, I'm usually in the concession stand in the gym during the basketball season when I get my concession stand responsibilities.
The Booster Club donated their time, kind of went over and helped the rodeo, and that was good to see. That was quite a thing. So getting a little reminder here, what we got. Okay. We are on tonight on, and I'll mention that, RHSMaroonsAthletics.YouTube. School system next to us, Ryan Reynolds, has been able to work it out. So obviously the radio is covered on that YouTube site. So Reggie and I are going to be real careful what we say here this evening. Kind of a trial period for us. Yeah. But yeah, did you read what he said there?
I did not.
I tried to look at it, but he needs to get bigger print if he's going to show me. So, yeah, if you want to watch the game, listen to WTYE-FM, WTYFM.com on the internet. You can go to RHSMaroonsAthletics.YouTube, and lo and behold, you'll see us there, and it should be pretty cool. So,
it's really neat. They synced in the radio to the YouTube, or the huddle feed, as we call it. Us coaches, I guess, which we have in the gymnasium, and now we have out here on the football field. So very cool. Ryan Reynolds, not that Ryan Reynolds, ladies, different Ryan Reynolds. He does unbelievable stuff for just the community, the school district, the league, all of it.
We forgot our plug on the popcorn report. That was Odie Electric, and give them a call at 544-3881 for your heating, cooling systems, and maintenance. And the reason he covers that is he likes popcorn. Yeah. Odie likes his popcorn. So
I always throw a little more salt in there than what they tell me to.
Well, that's good because I really like that, no question. Get it on there, and that's a good thing. All right, here come the Casey Warriors out on the field as we get closer to kickoff. The Maroons still in the locker room waiting. The Maroon band out on the 50-yard line. And, you know, one thing that we talk about in the pregame, and you've probably seen it, that little device they bring out now to stripe this field. Have you seen that?
I have seen it, yes. They asked me if they could use it down at the park on the baseball field. I told them they could, but I think it'd be more of a hassle.
To get it there, yeah.
We've got the manpower at the park to make that work and make it happen, and I think it'd be a hassle.
Park department knocks
really,
that out, yeah.
Really awesome when it does this field. I saw the field yesterday. I saw the field when Ryan was showing me the live feed, and they painted it today. It looks great.
Hey, we're going to take a 2-minute break. The national anthem is going to be performed here at Crosby Field. We'll be back with closer to kickoff after this 2-minute timeout.
It takes a special type of person to inform and entertain, and that's what we do at TOC Direct Media. Inform and entertain. If you think you have what it takes, consider us for your next move. Log on to originalcompany.com and give us the reasons we should consider you for one of our openings. It might be just a side hustle for you. Log on to theoriginalcompany.com, an equal opportunity employer. Part-time, full-time, or side hustle.
When you sign the papers to purchase that new home, it's only natural to feel you're in a little over your head. The day we moved into our first home, I was still crunching numbers to make sure it was going to work. The one thing I didn't have to worry about was home insurance because our home was protected by Country Financial. Call Damian Tingley at 618-544-2147 and chat with Damian about your home insurance needs. Home insurance policies issued by Country Mutual Insurance Company, Country Casual Insurance Company, or Country Preferred Insurance Company, Bloomington, Illinois.
At Crawford Memorial Hospital, they care for one kind of cancer, yours. They believe in designing treatment plans that put patients first. Their specialists in the consulting clinic are with you from diagnosis through treatment, including outpatient chemotherapy at their spacious, state-of-the-art infusion center. Patients benefit from one-on-one care from their team of nurses and personalized treatment from expert oncologists. For more information about infusion therapy at CMH's consulting clinic, visit CMH online or call 618-544-3131 today.
Bertram Pharmacy believes you should be treated like a person, not just another number. At Bertram Pharmacy, local people you know and trust will explain your medication and answer any questions you may have. They take pride in knowing their customers' names and providing the service you would expect from a trusted friend. Better service is just one more reason their customers keep coming back again and again. Stop in and see for yourself. Bertram Pharmacy, 1300 North Allen Street, Robinson. Bertram Pharmacy, caring for you and about you.
Hey, welcome back to Crosby Field. You're listening to the pregame brought to you by Bertram Pharmacy and Andy Korn. Want to say hello to Andy, a great supporter of Maroon sports up and down the line. I think Reggie, he covers all of them.
Who, Andrew Korn?
Yep, we like Andy.
He does great. He does great.
Known him since early childhood for Andy.
Yeah, so have I. His brother and I are the same age, and I remember Andy was 5-6 years younger than us. I've got some good Andy Korn stories.
Yeah, he lives down the street when was raising the twins, and know him real well. Great guy. Bertram's a big supporter of sports here in Robinson. I think they're involved all over the county, so good job with Bertram Pharmacy. Our pregame sponsor here on WTYE-FM, WTYEFM.com on the internet. Here come the Maroons out of the tunnel, now about 3 minutes away from kickoff, and remind you once again, we are actually live on RHSMaroonsAthletics.YouTube tonight, as you can listen to the audio and watch the video, and that's being put out by Robinson High School next door. Ryan Reynolds in charge of that portion. Only at home games will this work right now, so enjoy it tonight. In 2 weeks tonight, we'll have Lawrenceville here, and we'll probably try that again. So bear with us, and Reggie and I will try not to step on our toes too much here this evening. Maroon football team out on the gridiron. They wear their home maroon top, black pants, maroon helmets. Got a couple of white stripes on it, white numerals. Casey traveling in white tops, white helmet. What color pants do you think they got on, Reggie?
Black.
Black pants.
Both teams are wearing black pants.
Maroons won the toss and deferred to the second half. So we're going to see what Casey's offense looks like early as they'll test the Maroon defense. Casey at 3-0 and the Maroons at 0-3, looking for that first win here tonight on their home field here at Crosby Field tonight. Both teams kind of getting ready. They may start early as the clock winding down. A couple of minutes to go. How many baseball players you got on the football team, Reg?
I haven't counted, actually, but I can think of 3 or 4 right off the top of my head. Judd Pinkston and
Cole Weber.
Parker,
Yeah.
Cole Weber.
Yeah, for sure. Put you on the spot.
I'd like to have a couple more off the football team.
We never had enough, do we? I could probably have said that too.
Yes.
All right, waiting for the Maroon kickoff team to come out. That's probably going to be Stewart that kicks off. Derek Stewart, he's done the kicking.
Yes, Derek's played some baseball in his day. I'd like to have him back. Reese Johnson, definitely a baseball player.
In the crowd tonight, 1987 RHS graduate and Petersburg Porta girls basketball coach Eric Kessler is in the house here this evening. He's a former Maroon baseball player and played some Little League baseball for me. That's how far he go back. So Eric Kessler, former Maroon athlete, head coach of Petersburg Porta, in the crowd here tonight. Probably got a class reunion or some sort going on. Who knows? It's family here. All right, ball on the kicking tee here on the left hash mark on the 40-yard line, and it will be Derek Stewart that kicks it away, dropping deep for the Casey Warriors. Keep an eye on Ryan Richards, number 7 in your program, and also Brady Rhodes. Rhodes a senior, and you got Richards as a junior. Clock set, and we're ready to go here in the LIC Conference on a great football night. Ball in the air, good kick from Stewart. Taken at the 13-yard line, going to be returned from there. Out across the 20, at the 25, and gang tackled by the Maroons at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, tackled by Erickson, cleaned up by Julian Parker.
You know, he's been in a lot of tackles early in the season, and especially on special teams. Casey quickly out with their offensive unit. And the Maroon defense settles down. Quarterback looking for the play. That's Landon Rohr. I list him as no, that can't be right. Let's pop up a number. That's Nolan Clement. He's a sophomore.
Yes.
So a young quarterback on both sides of the ball. Johnson, a sophomore for the Maroons. And here they come, Clement with one man in the backfield. Tight formation. Going to keep it on the ground to go right to the fullback, and he sprints out, breaks a couple of tackles, not going to get much yardage, crosses the 30 out to the 31-yard line, and picks up about 3.5, maybe 4 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he tried to pop that around the corner, and Judson Pinkston held in there real well and stood his ground and was the first guy in. And then a host of Maroons.
Expected to see the Casey Warriors run the ball quite a little bit. 2nd down and 6 just underway on the Cinco scoreboard. 11:21 to play here in the first quarter. And the quarterback, Clement, likes to come up under center, and they stay with the one-back look, but they do have receivers split on the left side. Long count. Give it to the pitch, to the tailback, and he's got a little running room on the outside. The big fullback rambles for a first down across the 40, and we'll spot it at the 42-yard line. First down for the Warriors. That'll move the chains. Rodriguez, a big boy, junior.
Yes. That ball carrier there is Connor Sullivan.
Sullivan, what number?
Senior, 44.
He's the 25. He's the fullback, yeah.
Connor Sullivan's a big kid as well, 6'2", 220. I know him from the baseball field. Don't make a mistake down the middle.
There's center Tommy Roberts, goes 295, and say he's stopped at a few delis. Solid kid, too. There's the
Sullivan
pitch.
Again.
And picked up maybe a yard or two. So give him 1 on the play. Let's give him 2. 2nd down and 8. Maroons cover the pitch pretty well. Blake Green got in on the tackle for the Maroons. Noblet here on the defensive backside on the wide side of the field, near side of the field. Ball on that left hash mark on the far side now as they go to my right. Casey moving the football to my right.
Yeah, that'd be left to right on the YouTube feed.
Hello, tube. We're going to get that down, aren't we? Man in motion coming here to the near side of the field, wants to throw. Back, looks, pumps, got a man downfield, trying to make the catch. Whoa, nice.
There's the flag.
There is pass interference on the Maroons, so that'll be it was a nice throw. They tried to get Richards down the right sideline, and I thought he was going to make a pretty wild catch, but a flag down on the field.
Yes, we're going to get pass interference on the
our defensive back.
The defensive back, which I think was the safety here.
Whoa, it went on them.
Wow. Good.
They call it on the pass on the receiver with pass interference, and that moves Casey feet deep in a hole. That's a 15-yard walk-off.
I really thought
make that 10.
Right. I really thought there'd be no flag on the play.
I
both kids had their hands all over each other.
Didn't see much.
Right there.
Ball back to the 34-yard line there on the left hash mark. 3rd down, and Casey needing a bunch here. They spread that field out once more. Quarterback, hard count. And they're going to roll, wants to throw again. Steps through a tackle. He's got an arm. He's got it out here again.
That's
coming back for it, and he could not make the catch. And no flag. Wait a minute. Is he going to get it out of his pocket? He's thinking about it.
He's tucking
Putting
it away,
back
Mike.
in. Well, you see that on YouTube. The official had it in his hand and put it back in his pocket.
Oh.
They say that on TV. Is that the way that works?
I think so.
It's being live streamed tonight from the Woods Center. Appreciate that. Listen in on RHS Maroons Athletics.
You know, Casey ran a little play action and threw the ball up. And we've got one man on coverage. I mean, that's a 30-yard pass in the air, and we got one man on coverage with no help over the top.
3rd down. Well, he's got a little bit of an arm. Nice touch.
He's got it. He throws a nice ball, yes.
Center up, ready to go. Quarterback Clement, sophomore, under center. Both teams will use a sophomore tonight. They keep it on the ground, going to try a dive play up the middle, and that goes for naught. They'll get 2 or 3 yards and be forced to punt. So the punting team will come on for the Warriors. The Maroons are going to hold on defense. That penalty paid off.
See how long Robinson puts that many guys in the box. I mean, we're talking like all 11 kids were in the box there for Robinson on 3rd and long.
Yeah, playing man on the D, and that's going to be a test. So the punting team on for the Warriors. Maroons drop 1 back, and that's Judd Pinkston. And the punter, also the wide receiver, Ryan Richards. Standing on his own 25-yard line, waiting for the snap. Here it is, low, picks it up, gonna get it off, blocked, and picked up, and the Maroons block it, recover, and carry it down inside the 20-yard line.
Javin Wampler with the block and the scoop.
So Wampler covers it, and the Maroons in business in the red zone already after that block punt.
We're going to have the ball inside the 20, Mike.
Right, we're in the red zone here, and they're going to spot it on the 17-yard line. Right in the middle of the field on the 17. Maroons will bring the offensive unit out now in great field position. Boy, we had 3 guys shoot the gap there.
We did. We had another guy right there ready to block the punt as well.
So Johnson brings his offensive unit out on the field. Reese Johnson, the sophomore, his 4th start. And he moves Noblet over in the slot on the right side. Nobody in the backfield with him. Johnson has it, looks right, takes it himself, and going to be knocked down right near the line of scrimmage. He's looking at Green down in the end zone. Again, you can catch us on rhsmaroonsathletics.youtube, and you get the live broadcast. Video and audio provided by WTYE-FM, WTYEFM.com on the internet. Here's the snap. Johnson has it. Quick out in the flat, nearly picked off. And that was intended for Pinkston, but Casey.
Sophomore Luke Karras, I hope I'm saying his last name right, broke that pass attempt up, and, man, I tell you what, he almost had a pick and 6.
Yeah, he was going to be gone to the house. 3rd and 10 for the Maroons now. 4 down territory. We're in the red zone at the 17 with 8:49 to play here in the first quarter. No score on the Cinco scoreboard. Johnson has it, rolls to his left, looks to the corner, still looking, angles it that way. This one's going to be short and incomplete. Tried to get it to Green, but well underthrown.
Yes, and hit as he threw it.
And now a 4th down call, and the Maroons should go for it here. So Johnson comes all the way over to Coach Kent here to get the play. In fact, the receiving team there, Pinkston, Green, and Cash. Okay, Cash video. So the Maroons go for it here on 4th down. It's 4th and 10. Casey trying to make a stop after a big block punt from the Maroons. Johnson has it. Looks again to the left. Scrambles. He's going to have to run for it. Got some room. And going to be wrapped up and dropped. So Casey will take over on downs. The Maroons miss an opportunity in the red zone and give it up to the Casey Warriors with 8:36 to play here in the first quarter. I'd have to say Casey covering the pass routes pretty well.
Threw the ball, attempted to throw the ball 4 plays in a row.
So now it's the Warriors again with the football. No score on the Cinco scoreboard. Crawford County Ready Mix, a division of Cinco Construction, the sponsor of our scoreboard here this evening. Clement has the ball, wants to throw. Boy, he wants to air it out. Again, overthrown. Stretching the field, looking downfield. He had a man he wanted was Grant Kokenoff. Incomplete, 2nd down, and he's thrown 3 long ones already here.
Yeah, that's what we're giving them right now. We're putting a lot of guys up on the line of scrimmage in the box, and our corners and our outside linebackers are just man-to-man, and they're just throwing the ball up and trying to hit one. If they do, it's going to be a big play.
Play comes in from the sideline. They break the huddle, and their big center, 295, steps up to straighten the ball up. Big kid. Tommy Roberts, a junior. It's going to be a young team. Try the outside, runs around the corner. He's got some daylight, gets a block, and he's at the 40, ran out of bounds and knocked down hard on the turf. No call there, and he's out at the 43.
Yeah, the run by Luke Karras, sophomore.
Got a good block out there on the wing, didn't he?
He did. They got a good block that sealed it.
Moves the chains out to the 43-yard line where the Warriors have a 1st and 10. Maroons looking for their first win here tonight, playing on their home turf at Crosby Field. Casey 3-0. They've had a much easier schedule than what the Maroons have faced. But you can see right now, both these teams have showed up, want to play. And Casey, another tight formation, one man in the backfield behind their quarterback. But a man in motion, there's the pitch. They're going to try that left side. Kid's got, there he goes. He's at the 40, 35, 30. He's racing it to the corner, and he'll take it to the house. That's a touchdown with 8:15 to play here in the first quarter. 8:15 left in the first quarter. He's on the 43. There'll be a 57-yard touchdown run
by number 7.
And that would be Ryan Richards, the junior. Ran a pitch play on the left wing, and he took it around the corner, got a block, and just outran us to the end zone, and then they go on top early. They'll kick the extra point. The holder comes on, and the holder is Kellen Sullivan. The kicker, I'll try to check his number. I think that is Brian Wright. Going to be a right-footed kicker, low snap, ball on a tee, kick up, and it looks like it's going to wiggle through. Extra point is good, 7-0 Warriors lead. We'll be back with a kickoff in 30 seconds.
Casey State Bank, your neighbors living next door and throughout the community, serving you with pride. They are your local bank that's small enough to know you, but big enough to offer the best products. Let Casey State Bank help you with your new car, home, business, or ag loan. Learn more by visiting CaseyStateBank.com or by calling 544-5867. Casey State Bank, deeply rooted in the communities they serve. Family owned and operated since 1968. Casey State Bank, your community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Well, we just realized we're live during commercials, but what Reggie and I were talking about, Reggie, you had that.
Yeah, Coach Thompson sent me a text message. This Karas, his uncle played for the New England Patriots. His uncle's an offensive lineman, and he's from the played college football at Illinois.
Yeah, Karras. I remember that name.
He was drafted in the 6th round of the 2016 NFL draft by the Patriots.
Max got too much information on his mind.
He came up with that quick, too.
All right, here we go. Kickoff about to come again. Pinkston back along with Green. They're both inside the 5-yard line. Expecting a pretty good foot here out of Brian Wright. 7-0. Maroons down on the Simcoe scoreboard, and it was a running play and a line drive shot. Kid does have a leg. Taken at the 6, out across the 10, the 15. It's at the 20, hit once, spun around, and he's got a chance. He's in the open. He's being chased. Kid's not going to catch him. This could go all the way. Pinkston knocked out of bounds, I think. Yeah, he's going to step out of bounds about the 20-yard line. But he broke several tackles. Touches the 24-yard line, I believe.
Number 70 for Casey. I don't know if that's the kicker or not. I don't believe so. Was the one that pushed him out of bounds kind of at the end. He had one tackle to break, really.
73 was the kicker.
Okay, so the kick was a line drive to the 5 and gave Judd time. Gave time that they didn't get their coverage down the field as far as he kicked it. And nice run by Judson.
Great field position again. They've got a player shaken up, and I think it's the one that made the tackle.
I think it is as well.
70, that's Wyatt Erickson. He's a freshman. Playing some young kids. This can be a good football team for Casey in a year or two. Maroons with it at the 24. 1st and 10, trailing 7-0. And it's Blake Green. Yep, Green in. Running play and nailed as he tried to make the hole. Stopped short there, and that was Landon Bonnell, the ball carrier.
Sullivan with the tackle for Casey.
No gain on the play, and the Maroons go to Blake Green at quarterback. Blake, a junior. Waiting on the snap. He has it. Wants to keep it again on the ground. The Maroons trying to pound it on that left side and maybe got a yard or two. Again in 4-down territory, but Casey pretty tough up front.
Yes.
Noblet into the game, and here comes Reese Johnson. So you got to think maybe we're going to throw here. Blake Green moves out to a wide receiver spot on the right side. At 3rd and long.
Yes, that was Karas on that tackle there.
Johnson ready, has it, looks now to the right, looking at Green, oh man, nailed and dropped, sacked back at the 32, had no time. Line just blew up in front of him.
Yeah, the kid came off the edge, the left edge of the Maroons. Number 82, Fred Thomas, a sophomore.
He was quick.
He was
quick
very
to
quick.
Get there. 4th down.
That's a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore.
They're young. And like I say, I've said that several times. It's a decently young football team. Okay, looks like we'll go for it again on 4th down. This will be our second drive that we've tried it on 4th down deep in their territory. And obviously a good call here, I think. Johnson has it, fumbled the ball, picked it back up, scrambled for his life and dropped at the 30. Looked downfield and nobody there. And that'll give Casey the ball. The Maroons will turn it over on downs with 6:15 to play in the first quarter. Casey leading the Maroons 7-0 on the Cintco scoreboard. You're listening to Maroons on WTYE-FM, WTYEFM.com on the internet, and catch them on RHSMaroonsAthletics.YouTube if you have that capability. So
it's right there on your phone, Mike.
It is. Just turn that on. I got rid of my flip phone. I've actually got a better phone now.
I've got a very undesirable phone. Ran over by a golf cart this summer.
Hey,
it survived.
Still working. Man in motion. They tried the pitch on the short side of the field. Good opening, and he's got a hole. He's across 40, out to the 45. And that's Connor Sullivan, the ball carrier. A couple of Maroons got an ankle. Rossborough got an ankle and stopped him for a big gain, though, all the way out to the 45-yard line. And Casey showing some muscle on the ground here tonight.
Yes, and I think that was what we expected.
6 minutes left, first quarter. Maroons down 7-0. Casey out to their own 45-yard line here on the right hash mark. Quarterback under center, puts man in motion again. There's the pitch. Looks for that block on the outside corner. He makes the turn and spun out of bounds. A big gain, though, as we're not containing Richards, the ball carrier.
Yeah, gain of 11. Julian Parker finally got him. Kind of ran him out of bounds and tackled him out of bounds.
Down to the Maroon 43-yard line. Moves the chains again. And they're keeping it on the ground. Might as well. The Maroons having trouble with that.
We need to get him to punt again, Mike.
Yeah. Kick off. We don't want him to kick off. That's a bad deal. Clements, the quarterback under center. Man in motion again. That's Richards. They try a blocker out there. And the Maroons handle it better. There we go. Loss on the play of about nearly 3 yards. Let's call it 2nd and 13.
So they tried to run the ball up the middle, and that time Peyton Skaggs really filled up space and made the tackle. Great tackle.
Maroons 4-down linemen. Like Reggie said, they're really packing it in. They've got 8 guys. Maroons with 8 guys in the box. Playing man on the outside. Is that Cole Weber at safety? I think it is.
I believe that's Julian Parker.
Is that Parker there? Okay.
But he's walking up. He's 5 yards off the ball.
Yeah, we got everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, trying to stop the run. There's the pitch. Wants to throw. He's got him out there. He's going to underthrow it, and caught.
So caught by somebody.
I think they're going to give it to. Going to give it to Casey.
This is something I haven't seen for a long time.
Casey's going to make the catch down at the 15-yard line. What do they call that when you have 2 people? The catch, and they give it to the offense.
They did. The Maroon defender was underneath, which was A.J. Noblet, and I thought he had the interception. A.J. believes he had the interception as well. And the Casey player was over the top. They both came down with the ball. I really thought A.J. had possession of it first, and the kid ripped it away when they got to the ground.
So at the 15 in the red zone, Richards goes to the sideline. There's the pitch. They try the outside. There's a holding penalty going to bring us back. So holding flag down where, well, at least we expect that to be a hold where that flag's laying. So we're going to catch a break there. 4:06 to play, first quarter.
So that previous play for the radio, people listen on the radio, that was a halfback pass. Sullivan threw that ball.
Yeah, Sullivan threw it. You're right. Pitched it, and we said, uh-oh, at the same time because you could see him slowing down. So the walk-off of 10 against Casey for the hold in the offensive line. And Casey wants to talk about it. Timeout on the field, 4:06 to play, first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
You need insurance to help protect the things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, we get it. For close to 100 years, we've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and help you prepare for the future. Best of all, we aim to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, we've got your back. Call Nick Mimoser, your Country Financial representative at 618-544-2147 to chat about your insurance needs today.
Have a demolition project? Yeager Services is your local solution for everything excavation, demolition, and trucking. From land clearing to driveways, they've got the big wheels for any job, residential or commercial. Call 618-707-5461 to get your project started. Locally owned and operated, Yeager Services is your solution for any project, big or small, and a proud supporter of our local sports.
A nice crowd on hand here tonight as a lot of folks came out to see this one. Casey back on the field. And they're looking at a 1st and 20 after that holding penalty. The ball spotted on the 25-yard line. And under center. Quarterback has it. Going to keep it on the ground. A little counter play. Looking for some running room, and he'll fall forward for about 4. It'll be 2nd down and about 16 needed. Remind you, tomorrow at the Robinson City Park, Festivale, the 7th annual Festivale gets underway at 3 p.m. Great entertainment on the stage. A lot of craft beer and food and entertainment. Be sure and stop at City Park. That's 3 to 9 p.m. tomorrow, Festivale. 7th annual. Rick Bonnell and his crew have done a great job. 3:37, the clock moving here in Casey in 4-down territory. The ball on the 22-yard line. 2nd down, and they say 17. And they're right. It is 17. They're going to split 2 men wide to the left, and Richards being one of those. Keep an eye on him. Quarterback Clements, hard count, wants to throw. Looks that way, and we shoot a man through. Had a look, now he's running hard to the left side. Makes the turn, stays on his feet.
Fumble.
Might have fumbled the ball. They say it went out of bounds at the 10.
So number 20 for the Maroons, Kane Heyer, was the one chasing that down. I don't think he caused the fumble. I think looks like Eli Rossborough may have caused the fumble.
Clements takes it down to the 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 6. He's ran out of bounds. Well, they keep the clock running, so inside 3 minutes to play first quarter. Maroons down 7-0 here on the Crawford County Ready Mix scoreboard.
You got to think it's 4-down territory for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, kicker wasn't bad, though, but I got to think they're going to run it from here. They're going to run the pitch to the left side. Gets a block. Gets the corner. That's Richards. Steps through a block. Dives for the end zone.
He stepped through 2 tackles.
They're going to put him down at the half-foot line, and he shook up. He is slow getting up. Took a pretty good pop. Up and okay. And it's 1st and goal from the 1-foot line, and I think Richards will come to the sideline. He took a pretty good pop. That's a break for the Maroons. Get him off the field. Running off, though, under his own power. They're going to hold it up.
Number 2 or number 44 is going to get the ball.
I'll say 44. Quarterback keeps it. There's a flag. He jumped. Yeah, legal procedure. That'll back him up 5. Got a little quick. So 1st and goal now from about the 6-yard line. 2:32 on the clock.
Did you see that formation? They had basically
big eye.
3 backs all in the eye. They were just there to push him in.
Yeah. Now you're out far enough that you probably don't run that play. Johnson, here comes Richards back in the game, though. Keep an eye on that kid.
Jogging back on the field.
The quarterback, Clement, went all the way to the sideline to get the ball. They're going to have to hustle. There's 8 seconds left on the 25-second clock. They're trying to hurry. They may have to burn a timeout, and I think they probably will. Got it off. There's a pitch. Sullivan bangs forward.
Through a tackle.
Dives for the goal line, down about the 2-yard line. Boy, that kid's a horse, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I said earlier, he plays 3rd base on the baseball team, and I coach 3rd base, and he makes me look really small.
Well, the wide receivers come out. Richards goes to the sideline along with Rhodes. So power football. There's your formation again, Reggie.
Yes.
Quarterback keeper here. Nope, going to give it to the pitch on. He's in. Dives to the end zone, and that's a touchdown with 2 minutes exactly left a 2-yard run. And that was Sullivan from 2 yards out with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. And they go up now 13-0. Casey flexing their muscle on the ground. And they'll kick the extra point. I think Sullivan the holder here. Nope, yep.
No.
25. No, it's not Sullivan.
It's Kellen Sullivan.
Kick up, and that looks good from here. It is good. 14-0. Casey with the lead over the Maroons with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds with the kickoff.
You've paid more to get less with all the rest. It's time to go with the Best One Tire and Service. Just $29 gets you the complete oil change, a Valvoline full synthetic oil change, plus free tire rotation, brake inspection, and battery check. Why pay more to get less with the other guys? At Best One, just $29 gets you the complete oil change. Valvoline full synthetic oil, tire rotation, brake inspection, and battery check. During your visit, ask about V-Perks. Go with the Best One Tire and Service, home of the complete oil change. West Main Street in Robinson. Up to 5 quarts excludes diesel.
The biggest play we've had tonight's been the kickoff, so hopefully we can break another big one here, but down 14-0. What are you seeing out of Casey?
Very strong up front. They can run the football. They've got 2 kids that are good-sized backs with the Karis kid that's over 200 pounds and with the older Sullivan kid, Connor Sullivan, who's over 215 pounds, and both are over 6 foot. And we're just having a hard time tackling them.
Ball on the tee and ready to go and dropping back. That's Brian Wright and Pinkston, and it's Blake Green back on the 5. Kid showing a little stick, puts the leg in it. It'll be Pinkston that comes up to the 16-yard line, picks it up there, and they're trying to corral him. He's got running room again. Fumbled the ball. It's on the ground, and I think Casey got it. Casey recovers it on the fumble, and they're in field position at the Maroon 33-yard line. Warriors have their offense unit right back out on the field, leading 14-0 on the Cinco scoreboard.
I believe that fumble was recovered by Andrew Rodriguez, number 24, but I could be wrong.
You can watch Maroons football on RHS Maroons Athletics.YouTube tonight as the Maroons school program here has figured out how to sync the WTYE FM radio feed to that. And if you're watching, we're happy to do that. So enjoy the football game with some live video or audio from a couple of baseball guys.
Right.
How's that work?
You should probably apologize up front.
Casey not having enough players. One guy's taking a drink of it. He must not have seen the fumble. So timeout on the field taken by Casey is they're short a player, and that guy's, you always look, you can find him when he comes off by himself.
Yes, you can. He's an offensive lineman.
Connor Hawkins. Yeah. Oh, I will. Okay. Connor Hawkins. His mom's probably not listening tonight. Anyway, they burn a timeout. 1:51 to play here in the first quarter. Maroons down 14-0. How they score? You're going to have to recap that at the end of the quarter anyway.
Yes, they've scored on the ground both times. Long 57-yard touchdown run by Ryan Richards and a 2-yard dive by Connor Sullivan. Both times on the ground. They put the ball in the air because we're playing so many guys up on the line of scrimmage. But when they need to run it, they can still run it. So we've got some more adjustments to make or some better tackling to do.
1st and 10. Casey now's got 11 with them this time, so they're back out on the field and split. Looks like Richards going to split wide to the left. Pinkston out there. Judd's got a number on him. Quarterback Clements under center. One man in the backfield. They want to run this pitch again. Boy, they've run it. Try the option. Maroons string it out and just pounding over people.
Yes, that was Karis that ran. No, sorry, that was Sullivan that ran the ball that time.
Sullivan, a horse. Well, he's a senior. We can say this last time we'll see him, but wow, he's a moose for sure.
Yes. Isaiah Poole was the first to arrive for the Maroons. He kind of
slowed him down.
Arm and slowed him down, and then I believe that was Deckard that cleaned it up.
Still got 3. It's 2nd down and 7 for the Warriors on the Maroon 30-yard line. I think they're probably in 4-down territory again. And they put Sullivan, the lone man, in the backfield. The Maroons pack it up front. They just load it there. Try that counter play, and it's
There's
not
a good
there.
Tackle.
Good stick from the Maroons.
Good tackle by Rossborough, Eli Rossborough.
No gain on the play. In fact, he may have lost a yard. Let's say it's the loss of a yard. 3rd down and 8. And the Maroons stiffening here after that turnover.
Both teams just packing it in the – I mean, it's like we're going to run it, we're going to play power football, and the Maroons are just bringing everybody up within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage and packing it in with them.
They're loaded it up, packing it. You're right. Nobody in the pass formation. They're going to run from here. There's a jump. That'll be 5. So they hard count us, and 5-yard walk-off against the Maroon front. That'll make it a little shorter for them. Now you're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Yes, I believe so.
3rd and 3 is what I see. Yep. Clock moving. Maybe last play of the first quarter. 22 seconds left on the clock, and it's moving here. He'll get the play off. Put the big fullback alone in the backfield. Probably going to let him run. There he goes. Bang. Hits
Sullivan.
It. Breaks the tackle. Spins. Wow.
He runs
fighting
hard,
for it. Yeah. That'll be the last play of the first quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout with the Maroons down 14-0. We'll be back right after this message.
The new normal really isn't that new when you stop and think about it. Basically, we're still after the same things: protecting our families, preparing for the future, and trying to make it all fit into the budget. At Country Financial, we've been helping people achieve those 3 important things for close to 100 years, no matter what the current normal, and we'll still be doing it for years to come. Call Damian Tingley, your Country Financial representative, at 618-544-2147 to take the first step toward normal.
This first quarter update will be brought to you by Damon Tingley at Country Financial. Here's Reggie with that scoring.
Okay, so the scoring report, the first quarter, 2 touchdowns by KZ. Both extra points are good, so that makes the ball game 14-0. The first touchdown was scored by Ryan Richards on a 50-yard run. And the second touchdown was scored with 2 minutes left in the first quarter by number 44, a 2-yard run by Connor Sullivan. I wish I had better stats for everybody. I'd like to know how many touches Mr. Sullivan has at this point.
He's got several. Well, he didn't get the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1 for Casey on the Maroon 24-yard line. Clement goes under center, and you got to think they're just going to hand it to the big boy. He's got it, powers up the middle, and he has the first down. He just put his head down and rambled down to about the 20-yard line, just make it to 21. 1st and 10 for Casey. And we're in the second quarter. Maroons trailing 14-0. Casey came in tonight undefeated. Maroons looking for their first win here on the season, and for that matter in the LIC conference. Casey's picked up 2 wins already in the conference. Stay on the ground. They run this ball a bunch. There's the handoff again. They just give it to the fullback, and they're going to wear the Maroon defensive line out as Sullivan breaks it down inside the 20, stopped about the 18 maybe, 17 and a half maybe, 17-yard line.
Yeah, the Maroons made a substitution up front, 66, Mason Brinkman in the game. But you're right, our defensive line is going to have to make some plays.
They're just going to give it
a tall task with that offensive line in front of them.
Yeah, and Sullivan's just a really strong kid. 2nd down and 6, early in the second. Clement hard count, drops back, wants to throw. Flushed out, and this may be a break for us. He's loose.
Oh,
he got loose. He's got one guy to beat, couldn't get rid of him. As Pinkston came up to make the stop. Loss of a couple on the play, but wow.
Should have been a sack for 7 or 8 yard loss. He stepped through it and then stepped through a tackle. Cash is now subbing in on the defensive line.
We got one limping to the sideline. Maroons bring Spencer Remington over as he hobbles to he's all right, walking it off. 3rd down, let's say 3rd and 7. The ball on the 18-yard line here on the left hash. Clements has the play from the sideline for the Warriors. The center popping out first, and they'll line up their offense again. Sullivan, the lone man in the backfield. Richards in the left slot.
Rhodes split out wide.
They give him the
Man
pitch.
Coverage. Pitch
Tries
to
get the
Richards.
corner. He's got the edge and out of bounds for the first down.
Ran out of bounds by number 4, Isaiah Poole.
Okay, 1st and 10 down, 1st and goal down about the 8-yard line. They're telling me now that the broadcast 2 to 4 seconds off, so Ryan's going to have to scramble over there.
Does Ryan know?
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds, that's the one you want to let know that it's off a little bit. So kind of a new adventure here this evening with the broadcast on RHS Maroons Athletics YouTube and WTYEFM.com and our audio on there. 1st and goal from the 8. They're on the right hash mark. Clements under center for Casey. They want to run it to Sullivan's got his head of steam going, heading, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown. 8-yard run with 9:44 to play in the first half. Sullivan has run it in from 8 yards out. Hey. And they'll kick the extra point. So just a big jet of speed, you call that? What would you call it? Ball of
just
speed?
a pitch, and he had too much space, and it's going to take more than one Maroon to tackle that gentleman.
Snap, ball down, kick up, and this one sailing towards the right. They're going to give it to him. Extra point kick is good. 21-0. Casey over the Maroons with 9:44 to play in the first half. We'll be back with another kickoff in 30 seconds.
Here's what real students say about Lincoln Trail College.
That one-on-one attention with professors means a lot and helps you in the classroom a lot, just learning how to transition from high school to college.
I chose Lincoln Trail mainly for the affordability of the college. I think it's important to not have student debt.
I definitely go to Lincoln Trail College all over again.
You too can join students like these. Visit iecc.edu/LTC to get started and let the trail be your path to success.
Okay, welcome back. 9:44 to play in the first half, and Casey doing it on the ground with strength. Has taken a 21-0 lead here. And we talked there during a timeout. It's going to take an effort, a couple guys. He's going to be gang tackled. He's just too strong.
Right, and when he starts running downhill, and you try to square him up, it's a hard tackle to make.
Okay, Casey ready to kick it off, and Pinkston back at his 7-yard line. Green standing on the 5. See if they're going to kick it deep or not. They're going to squib it on the ground and not take a chance here. Grabbing it, and that's Stewart. Tackled and dropped, and we're going to get decent field position. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Special teams tackle by Andrew Rodriguez, 24.
Okay, Ryan's working on it. That's good. So Ryan's trying to catch us up if you're watching on YouTube. Or he's trying to catch up. I'll bet it's him.
And I may have halftime stats on the way, Mike.
Really? I bet I know where those are coming from. Same guy that had the football player?
No.
No? Okay. 1st and 10 for the Maroons. The ball on the Maroon 36-yard line. Johnson back in at quarterback. Green's seen a little bit of time there. Snap, fumbles it. It's on the ground and covered by the Maroons.
I believe Bonnell recovered that.
No, not Casey. Maroon fumbled. PA guy had the wrong team. We cover it. 2nd down and 12, though. Man,
that was Landon Bonnell that picked it up.
39. Ball kind of went off Johnson's foot and went forward. And I think Landon looked down, dropped on it immediately. So,
well, he's a baseball player, Mike.
Yeah, he knows how to cover that. 2nd down and 12. Johnson wants to throw. Looks, fakes, pumps, rolls out, gets rid of it over the outstretched hand of Third and 12. 8:59 to play in the first half. Maroons down 21-0 on the Cinco scoreboard. Coach Kent trying to get the play in. Been a tough first half for the Maroons here tonight. Casey, a physical football team. You can see now why they're 3-0. Johnson has it, wants to throw. Looking, he's in trouble again.
No time.
Running for his life. Got a man out here and picked off. And that's,
wow,
guess who? It was Sullivan that picked it off. He grabbed it at about the 38-yard line. Connor Sullivan with the interception, picked it off at the 38 and returned it down to the Maroon. We'll get the spot here shortly. Looks the 22-yard line, I think. I don't know. There may be a flag laying down right on the mark. You see it out there?
It appears that there is.
Horse collar, no. See what we got here. Horse collar on Johnson, and that'll get. It should be a first down, I think. Let's see, maybe not a first down. Let's see if it's from the spot foul.
If it's a spot foul, I don't think it will be.
No.
It may be an automatic first down.
Well, he walked off. There's 10. Here comes 15. Now that's for the line of scrimmage, so this is helpful. Boy, that's a big penalty.
That is a 30-yard walk-off, Mike.
Yep, and a first down.
From the spot of the foul.
And a first down. So we get it out to the 49, 1st and 10. Big break for the Maroons. Get the first down, be a penalty, and it was picked off. It was going to be a turning point in the game had they got the ball right there.
Mm-hmm.
Maroons 1st and 10 for the 49 now. You got the break. You got to make it pay for yourself. Green comes in motion to the short side of the field. Lines up. Johnson looks that way. Has it to keep it on the ground to give it
to Noblet.
To Noblet, yeah. A.J. Noblet, and a nice little carry for about 4 yards. And give him almost 5 on the play, so it's a short 6, long 5. The ball on the 47 now of Casey.
Kokenauer on the tackle for Casey.
Johnson in the gun, moves Green to the short side of the field, near side. Has a snap, quick out to Green, has the ball. Steps through one tackle, hit, and fighting for a yard or two. Will bring up a third down, brought down at the 45. Third down and 4. The Maroons need a first down here.
Yes, they do.
Green coming to the sideline. Maroons stay in the gun. Reese Johnson with one back on his left shoulder. There's 5. That helps. Walk-off will give us a first down. So the penalty bugaboo from Casey giving the Maroons consecutive first down. 7:36 to play in the first half. Maroons trailing 21-0, but have moved it now to the 40-yard line of Casey. A hard count maybe from Reese Johnson. Got that defensive end to jump. Now, 1st and 10. Sullivan sets up at linebacker. Keep an eye on where he is. Johnson tries it himself and going to lose yardage.
Yeah, he ran right into Fred Thomas.
Loss of nearly 3 on the play. 2nd down, 13. Tried that left side. It was a bootleg for the quarterback, and there just wasn't anything there.
So Casey's putting 5 down linemen on the line of scrimmage and rushing 5, and they get to the quarterback quick. As I say that, they have 4 down linemen.
But they're putting a lot of guys in the box. Johnson has it. Needs to get rid of it. Flushed, looks and dumps it in the ground. Intended for Noblet, just threw it at his feet as he was scrambling. Nowhere to go, and that'll bring up a 3rd down call. 6:53 to go, first half. Maroons down 21-0. Watching Maroons football on RHS Maroonsathletics.YouTube or live here from WTYE-FM, WTYEFM.com on the internet. From Crosby Field here tonight. Maroons trailing 21-0. Johnson in the gun. The Maroons have moved it up the field on this possession. Johnson has it, wants to throw again. Here they come. They're all over him. Got rid of it. It's out there, and it's picked off. Down at the 10. Intended, I think, for Blake Green or maybe Poole.
Yeah,
nope, Judson Pinkston maybe in Poole.
Yeah, it was intended for Judson Pinkston. It was intercepted by Lane Rep.
So they'll bring up a change of possession. And Casey with the football with 6:47 to play in the first half. Ball on their own 11-yard line.
I'm all right with that interception. A lot like a punt.
Yeah.
So
So
Casey will have to go 90 yards, 89 yards this time. They have the time to do that. 6:47 on the clock.
Maroons 4 down linemen. But as long as they put the Sullivan kid in at fullback, we're going to have to figure out an answer for that. Man in motion, they turn and go, and they give it to Sullivan. He's got ahead of steam and rambles out across to about the 19-yard line, a gain of about 8 on the play.
Rossborough on the tackle.
Give him 8, and it'll be 2nd down and 2 as we approach halfway through this second quarter. Maroons down 21-0 on the Cinco scoreboard. With the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime here shortly and talk a little high school sports. Casey breaking the huddle. Center always comes up quickly, doesn't he?
He does. He's the first one to break the huddle.
A big opening right over him. You see that gap?
Yes.
We don't cover it. You give it to the fullback. They're going to run the option pitch.
They ran the option, Mike.
Yep, and he's on the outside, has the first down. Yeah, I thought he was coming through that gap there in the line.
Yes.
Green got the tackle, but they pick up the first down, moving it out to the 24-yard line. Make it the 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for Casey inside 6 minutes here in the first half. Ball on the 24-yard line of Casey. They've kept it on the ground most of the way. They've gone to the air when they've needed to. But when you get that fullback, you don't have to go very often. There's a flag, so that'll be a legal procedure against Casey, I would expect here. They got 2 men moving.
Not sure.
67, I'm thinking that was the center. Yep.
Yes, I believe so.
So 5-yard walk-off on first down makes it 1st and 15. The ball back to the 19-yard line. Play coming in, and now they break the huddle. Casey from the right hash mark. 1st and 15. The ball in the Maroon, or make that the Casey 19-yard line. Really hasn't really slowed them down much. Going to run a little sweep around the end, breaks through one tackle, stays on his feet. Carries the ball. Yep, carries the ball carrier. Got about 7.
And Green on the tackle.
Make it 2nd down and a good 8 yards maybe needed. The ball on the 26-yard line of Casey. 4:52 to play first half. Maroons will get it to start the second half as we deferred. Casey taking a little bit of time on this play.
Yeah, they are. They still have 20 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah. Sometimes you see that, they throw. That's what I've watched over the years. You take a while to call that passing play in the huddle and let's see what they want to do here. But Richards in motion, and they run a counter, and the quarterback keeps it.
Yeah,
gets to the outside. Has the first down and brought down at the 35-yard line. Faked the counter and just ran a quarterback draw, and he picked up the first down. And they've got a pretty good offensive set there, what they're doing with the football.
Yes, they definitely have a nice-looking offense with multiple weapons.
And we haven't seen much of Richards here this second quarter. Here he comes in to play now, I think. Quarterback has the play for the sideline. I would say the Sullivan kids played every play, offense and defense.
Yes. And I would estimate 15 carries.
At least, yeah, I would say you're probably right there. Maroons fill the gap. There's a snap. They give it to the big horse, and he rambles across the 40 out to the 42-yard line.
Kane Heyer and Rossborough on the tackle.
Again, he's punishing our defensive front. A gain of about 7 on the play. 2nd down and 3. 3.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Maroons down 21-0 on the Cinco scoreboard. We'll have the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime coming up. Richards, now you got him split wide left over here. Pinkston will pick him up. There's a snap, and they just give it to him again. First down for Sullivan, and it crosses the 45 out to the 47-yard line.
Landon Monell stepped up with the tackle.
Maroon's going to bring in Peyton Skaggs now, coming in.
Yes, it looks like we're going with a 5-man front.
Going to get a little bigger up front as Sullivan just having his way with it. 3 minutes to play, though, as they're running out of time. Maroons can just keep them 4 or 5 yards of carry. We can eat up the clock, maybe. Maybe they'll go away from him. Nope, here he comes again. Steps through one tackle, another, and another first down. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 Maroons had a shot at him.
Yeah.
Moves it down to the Maroon 42-yard line.
Parker and Heyer finally in on the tackle, but you're right, he just walks through so many tackles.
2:42 to play in this first half, and the clock moving, and another first down for Casey. They're at the Maroon 42-yard line. This started back on, the 11?
Yes.
After that interception. Timeout situation. Casey has 1 left. Maroons have all 3. They're going to air it out here before long. They can't keep it on the ground this way and get to the end zone before the end of the quarter. And he drops back, wants to throw, rolls to his right, looks in the flat, got a receiver, catch made, and he's fighting for it and knocked out of bounds at the 20.
I believe Grant Kokenhauer was the receiver there, senior.
Stops the clock with 2:03 to play in the half and moves the chains down to the Maroon 21-yard line as they try to get a score late here. Already up 21-0. They said he didn't get out of bounds. They start the clock. 2 minutes to play. Sullivan in the backfield here in the first half. Keep an eye on what he has done. Going to run the option pitch. They're going to give it to Sullivan. Gets a block on the edge. Pounds down inside the 15.
Tackle by Heyer. Still going to run the clock.
1:38 to go. They've got 1 timeout. The ball down at the 14-yard line. Seem to be in no hurry, Reggie. They're just kind of.
You're right. I mean, it's like I keep looking at the play clock, and every snap is around 10 seconds left, 8 seconds left. They're either going to really play this time management really well.
Yeah, I don't see how they're going to get it there. And, of course, they're on the 14. All they got to do is break one.
Yeah, number 44 is going to probably get about 3 more carries.
Yeah. They load up the right side. 3 receivers out there. Now they bring one in motion. Flip it to the big boy. Now they're going to have to use a timeout, I would expect. There it is. Timeout taken by Casey. 57 seconds left here in the half. Casey has used their last timeout. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with the first half conclusion right after this.
This is Jordan Wade with Bobcat of Daviess County. With our huge inventory, unbelievable rebates, and great financing options, Bobcat of Daviess County has something to offer everyone, including parts and service after the sale and even equipment rentals. Give us a call to learn more or stop by and see us at the showroom. Located 1 mile east of I-69 on Highway 50 between Washington and Montgomery. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for more great deals. Bobcat of Daviess County. That's one tough animal.
Why not? Welcome back. 57 seconds left here in the first half, and you can see what looks like we've had a cheerleader camp.
Yes, we definitely have. We have about 200 kids walking around the track up here to in front of our
they're already
grandstand.
down here too. You got a bunch of them from your school.
I bet I know a lot of those kids.
Lincoln School will bring them out, won't it?
I'm at Washington School and Lincoln School now, Mike.
Are you? You're at the big. They moved you up.
Yeah, we'll talk about it at halftime.
Okay. We can do that. 3rd and short, but they're out of timeout. So whatever they do, they're going to have to do kind of quick. They're on the 12. Yep, 12-yard line. And they go with the power. They want to throw.
They're going to throw.
He steps out of that. Got a man wide open. Touchdown, I think.
Yes.
They're going to say he got in. They're looking at it. Yep, there's the hands up. Touchdown pass with 53 seconds left. Went to Richards from Clements. 53 seconds left, a 12-yard touchdown strike that they come out of that timeout, and he was wide open.
They ran play action. We had a chance at a sack. I thought maybe we would get the sack.
Yeah, we had a hand on him. We had him flushed out, so they go up 27-0 in the extra point kick coming here shortly. Snap, ball down, kick up, and it is good. 28-0 Casey over the Maroons here late in the first half. We'll take a 30-second break. Be back with the kickoff right after this.
At Crawford Memorial Hospital, they care for one kind of cancer, yours. They believe in designing treatment plans that put patients first. Their specialists in the consulting clinic are with you from diagnosis through treatment, including outpatient chemotherapy at their spacious, state-of-the-art infusion center. Patients benefit from one-on-one care from their team of nurses and personalized treatment from expert oncologists. For more information about infusion therapy at CMH's consulting clinic, visit CMH online or call 618-544-3131 today.
Well, it's been all Casey here in this first half, 28-0, 53 seconds left. They're going to kick off, and you got to think more than likely they're going to squib kick this again.
Yes, I think they will. Our best offense right now has been the deep kick to Judd Pinkston.
And they've gone away from that the last time they did. Let's see what they do here. So the kickoff, we'll get it to start the second half too, but already down 4 scores to a Casey team that plays both sides of the ball pretty well. Run up, it's going to squib it. Line drive shot.
No.
Oh, man, this could be trouble. They get it on the turnover. They hit a line drive into the Maroon front.
It hit off his helmet, Mike.
It went straight up, didn't it?
Yes.
Now with 51 seconds left, Casey has the football again.
Yes, and the same Andrew Rodriguez is his second fumble of the evening, I believe.
Wow, that was a shot. I mean, that was a bullet right into the helmet. Went straight up. Run that instant replay back on YouTube.
Right.
Can Ryan do that? But I've never seen that in a long time.
Mike. They hit the
they
back
can.
key a couple times.
They can do that back and forth. We think it hit his helmet. It sure popped hard. Now you think they won't try to air it out here? The fullbacks moved out.
You should think they will.
Back to throw. Got a corner man open.
Coverage.
Caught it, and he steps around his defender trying to stay on his feet. Knocked out of bounds down inside the 10. Holy cow.
Parker ran him down and knocked him out of bounds.
Great catch. Give him that.
Yes, catch was made by Brady Rhodes. And now he's limping.
I think he's got a cramp. He's wanting out. He's going to the sideline if he can get there. And Richards comes out too. Guess who's going to get the ball? 43 seconds to go. Fullback back in. They go power look. Ball on the 6. They're going to have to hustle. They're going to give it to the fullback on the pitch. And he's heading to the end zone, and he should be in. Touchdown.
Another touchdown for Sullivan.
39 seconds from 6 yards out. Blowing it open now, 34-0. And the Maroons in a mess here in the first half. Casey just showed up, and they're a good football team. Regardless of the people they've played, they are pretty tough.
Yeah, I think they put that to rest.
Yeah. Take that schedule out the window. Extra point kick down, ball up. This one looks a little wider.
Looks wide left.
He missed it. 34-0. 34-0. Misses the extra point. So with 39 seconds left, we're going to have another kickoff here at Crosby Field. We'll keep it right here, Dawson, as we're nearing halftime, where we'll have the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime coming up. You're listening to Maroons football on WTYE-FM, WTYEFM.com on the internet. And over on YouTube, it's RHSMaroonsAthletics.YouTube, and you can watch this. You watch the video and hear the audio. But right now, it's been all Casey in the first half. An impressive look. They've got, and they're playing in that small class, Reggie. They're not going to be a 3A team. They're going to be.
That's right. They're typically a single A, 1A team. In the playoffs, and yes, they look like a very good, solid 1A team. They'll be a hard team to beat in the playoffs if they stay healthy.
Yeah,
they stay healthy.
Yeah, they got to keep 4. They got to keep 44 in the game.
Yes, 44-2. And the quarterback does a really nice job.
7, yeah. Okay, here we go again. They tried the line drive shot last time, and I'll bet that we'll see it again. Here it comes. Pounds it down the field, picked up, scrambled for it, covered up, and we'll have it on the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Derek Stewart covered that nicely.
So the Maroons have it with 31 seconds left and 3 timeouts here in the first half.
What do you do, Mike? You going to put it in the air again?
At this point, you got to wonder whether you want to go in and regroup or take your shots, because we're in 4-down territory the rest of the way.
Right. We're 4 wide.
Yeah, we're going to air it right here. But he's got to have time to throw it. That's been the problem. We're going to keep it on the ground and quarterback dump. They just let the quarterback draw on the fake handoff, and that shouldn't. Nope, we're going to use a timeout. Timeout on the field taken by the Maroons. Gain 1 on the play.
Burkebile on the tackle for Casey.
Right down at the 35-yard line, got 1, and we're down to 25 seconds, counting. Timeout on the field taken by the Maroons. You know, Casey's not done anything flashy that you can really say. They ran the counter, but they ran the fullback, and you're probably looking, what do you think he's had, 15, 20 carries?
Yeah, I would say 20. I would say we're creeping up on 20 carries for number 44. And really, I mean, their offense runs through him. If they're not giving him the ball, they're faking giving him the ball and countering off of that. And when they need to throw the ball, the quarterback throws a real nice ball, and he has time.
Well, they've taken advantage of the situation, too. You know,
you're right.
When they've gotten the breaks, they've made us pay for them.
You're right.
Johnson in the gun. Receivers spread out all over. They flush him out. Here they come, and he's going to get sacked. Dropped at the 24-yard line. They may run it out right there. Nope, going to use that last timeout, and they're going to use the timeout. He has 1 left. He had 2, so the Maroons use a timeout. The loss goes back to the 29-yard line. 3rd down from there.
I believe that was the right call by trying to run the ball. And let's get in the locker room. And let's try to regroup. Not easy to regroup from this, but I would say the sooner we can get over there in that locker room.
You know, you had to come out of those 3 losses thinking, okay, we've played the tough ones. Now we ought to have
Correct.
6 shots here. Thinking that Casey hadn't really played anybody tough. You know, they had Newton, which has not won a game, Oblong, who's not won a game, and I'm going to guess that first game might have been Marshall.
And we're staring a running clock in the face.
Yeah, we're close to that. So thinking that, okay, Casey's not seen anybody, we have. It's ought to be a pretty good football game, but this first half, at least, has been all Casey Warriors. And Johnson's just wondering what to do. They come after him again, and guess what? They got him on the run. We lay it out, going to be tipped and incomplete.
Intended for Pinkston.
Intended for number 2, Jack Pinkston.
9 seconds left, and now you got to think.
Now you got to punt,
yeah.
Mike. And now you got to worry about a block punt. Let's just get the punt off quick. And they'll have a play. They will probably have one more play.
Well, let's see if they don't put Richards deep. It's going to be Rhodes that they send back with Richards.
Richards.
And we're going to put our punter on about the 14-yard line.
Rossborough doing the punting.
A good kicker. We need
he seems awfully deep.
We need to give him some time. Snap.
Snap gets there. Oh, he is going to go for it and run.
And they're going to get him out of bounds. And he may have got the first down.
I believe he did.
Down to 3 seconds.
Depends on the spot. Yes, he did.
Got there, and that'll be a first down on the fake punt. But now with just 3 seconds left, we'll probably try to air a long one here. Well, at least we kept the ball away from them.
We have 9 players on the field. We have 10 players on the field. We have 11.
Okay. Casey setting her defense. They're not up close now. They're looking back. They're dropping deep, looking for it, looking for the pass. Johnson rolls out, sets, gets rid of it, and they let him have it and picked off. Intercepted at the 42-yard line, and that'll be the end of the first half.
Kokenauer with the interception to end the half.
So the Maroons will trail at halftime, 34-0 here at Crosby Field, and disappointed Maroon football team heading to the locker room. We're going to take a 3-minute break, be back with the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime for you after this.
Center Oak Rentals has well-serviced equipment ready for the next task on your list. Whether it's as simple as reseeding your lawn or as complex as constructing a building, Center Oak Rentals has the tool or equipment you need, from chainsaws to excavators and everything in between. Josh and Jeremy will service the equipment while you have it, and they'll come to you. Find them on Facebook or call 812-882-4083 for Center Oak Rentals on Depot Street in Vincennes.
Because there's a job opening almost everywhere right now, you have a lot of choices. We also have job openings here at TOC Direct Media. Whether you have multimedia experience or think you have what it takes to inform and entertain, you should consider us for your next move. Log on to originalcompany.com and give us the reason we should consider you for one of our openings. Log on to originalcompany.com. We're an equal opportunity employer.
At Crawford Memorial Hospital, they care for one kind of cancer, yours. They believe in designing treatment plans that put patients first. Their specialists in the consulting clinic are with you from diagnosis through treatment, including outpatient chemotherapy at their spacious state-of-the-art infusion center. Patients benefit from one-on-one care from their team of nurses and personalized treatment from expert oncologists. For more information about infusion therapy at CMH's consulting clinic, visit CMH online or call 618-544-3131 today.
Have a demolition project? Yeager Services is your local solution for everything excavation, demolition, and trucking. From land clearing to driveway, they've got the big wheels for any job, residential or commercial. Call 618-707-5461 to get your project started. Locally owned and operated, Yeager Services is your solution for any project, big or small, and a proud supporter of our local sports.
The new normal really isn't that new when you stop and think about it. Basically, we're still after the same things: protecting our families, preparing for the future, and trying to make it all fit into the budget. At Country Financial, we've been helping people achieve those three important things for close to 100 years, no matter what the current normal, and we'll still be doing it for years to come. Call Damian Tingley, your Country Financial representative, at 618-544-2147 to take the first step toward normal.
Hello, my name is Frank Dahm. I'm a new loan officer here at Casey State Bank in Robson, Illinois. I bring 15 plus years of ag and commercial loan experience to offer our customers. At Casey State Bank, we believe in making local decisions to better our community. We are a family owned and operated with a friendly, knowledgeable, and helpful staff ready to help you make your next financial step. Casey State Bank, your community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Jerry Devonshire. Welcome to the Weber Insurance and Realty Halftime Report.
Hey, welcome back to Halftime. Hang with us. Kids are trying as hard as they can, but they've got their backs against the wall against the Casey team in the first half. Just dominated the ball game, 34-0 here at the halftime. As the cheerleader camp was a success at Unit 2, I would say, Reggie.
Yes, the cheerleaders brought the crowd tonight, Mike. It is the grandstands are full, and there's people lined up along the fence.
The cameras are out.
Yes,
phones
they are.
out anyway. That's for sure. What do you think? 100 plus?
Easily
100
kids out there.
And only one that's upset, and you've got one over here picking up rocks.
Yes,
So.
I only saw one kid come off because she was upset. The rest have been hanging in there fantastic.
Pretty good. We got some tumblers going on, and we got some halftime stuff. They got all sizes too. If I look at the little one down here, she may be 28 inches tall, and then the one right beside.
Hey, compliment to the RHS cheerleaders.
That's for sure.
You have that. I know that feeling with that many young kids. They often say it's like herding cats, and that is exactly right. And they have done a great job.
Well, we're at halftime, and the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime scoreboard shows us down 34-0. I'll let Reggie recap the score. Josh Brown from the Robinson Daily News got stats for us behind.
I know, yes.
You know everybody.
I wasn't going to give him props until he showed up with them. So the scoring, it's been all KZ from the beginning. They had 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, 3 touchdowns in the second quarter. First touchdown came with 8:15 to play in the first quarter. 57-yard run by Ryan Richards. Next touchdown, 2 minutes left in the quarter. 2-yard run by Connor Sullivan. And then Connor Sullivan again to start the second quarter, 9:44 left. And then back-to-back bang touchdowns that really hurt. Casey had a nice long drive that started on the 11, took the ball all the way down, scored with 53 seconds left, TD reception by Ryan Richards, and then a turnover on the kickoff, which was a line drive right off a Maroon helmet, straight up in the air, recovered by Casey, and they score again 39 seconds left in the second quarter with a 6-yard run by Connor Sullivan. Josh Brown is here with stats. I want to hand him the headphones.
That's fine. Yeah, you can do that. We'll let him tell us how this played out. So, Josh Brown, I give you credit, Robinson Daily News, with the stats.
Yeah,
you're not going to charge us for them, so we can definitely talk about them.
Yeah, like Reggie said, it's been all Casey.
You're good right there.
They've got 100 yards passing. Clements 3 for 5 for 69 yards and a touchdown. Sullivan on the ground, 20 carries, 103 yards.
Called it right. We said 20 plus.
And a 31-yard completion as well. Richards 4 carries for 89 yards. Karras 5 carries for 41. Clement has 18 yards on the ground. Richards has 2 catches for 43 yards. Kokenauer catch for 21, and number 1 Rhodes has a 36-yard reception. They have had 16 first downs in the first half. The only thing that hurt them a little bit is penalties. They had 6 penalties for 50 yards.
Problem we're having is we can't control that line.
Right.
They're just
on either side of the ball.
Yeah,
that we've struggled up there, especially on the offensive line most of the year, and that's we haven't been able to get anything going offensively.
Are you surprised as we are that we felt like Casey hadn't played anybody?
Yeah, that's. I think that was the feeling a lot of people had, is they hadn't been tested yet, and I really thought we would give them a challenge, but we've not been able to.
So far, got a half to go, but we're down 34-0.
Yeah, we've got 5 yards rushing right now, and that's only because Rossborough on the fake punt with a 17-yard run put us in the positive. Johnson's 1 for 8 passing for 2 yards with a couple interceptions. We've also put the ball on the ground 3 times and lost 2, so we've had 4 turnovers in the first half, 2 first downs, and both of those were on penalties. So, that adds up to the 34-0 score we've got right now.
Okay, appreciate it. That's Josh Brown with the Robinson Daily News with the stats here at halftime. Maroons down 34-0. We're listening to the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime. We'll take a 2-minute break, come back. Reggie and I will talk a little high school athletics right after this.
Hope you enjoyed the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime report. Now back to the game.
At Crawford Memorial Hospital, they care for one kind of cancer, yours. They believe in designing treatment plans that put patients first. Their specialists in the consulting clinic are with you from diagnosis through treatment, including outpatient chemotherapy at their spacious, state-of-the-art infusion center. Patients benefit from one-on-one care from their team of nurses and personalized treatment from expert oncologists. For more information about infusion therapy at CMH's consulting clinic, visit CMH online or call 618-544-3131 today.
It takes a special type of person to inform and entertain, and that's what we do at TOC Direct Media. Inform and entertain. If you think you have what it takes, consider us for your next move. Log on to originalcompany.com and give us the reasons we should consider you for one of our openings. It might be just a side hustle for you. Log on to theoriginalcompany.com, an equal opportunity employer. Part-time, full-time, or side hustle.
Here's what real students say about Lincoln Trail College.
Every aspect of a class, teachers are involved. They're always letting us know what we need to do, and they give us a huge opportunity to be successful.
I've loved being able to give back to this school. It has honestly taught me so much about myself and who I am as a person.
You too can join students like these. Visit iecc.edu/LTC to get started and let the trail be your path to success.
Center Oak Rentals has well-serviced equipment ready for the next task on your list. Whether it's as simple as reseeding your lawn or as complex as constructing a building, Center Oak Rentals has the tool or equipment you need, from chainsaws to excavators and everything in between. Josh and Jeremy will service the equipment while you have it, and they'll come to you. Find them on Facebook or call 812-882-4083 for Center Oak Rentals on Depot Street in Vincennes.
Hey, welcome back to Crosby Field. The Maroons down 34-0. Mike Scheimer with Reggie Truitt. Dawson back at the station, the producer. The Maroons out on the field. And I'll tell you what, they're doing a nice job. Maybe the best effort I've seen in the band in a few years. So good halftime show, and they're loud. And that's good to see out of a marching band. Well, the little girls have performed, the cheerleader forms. And the thing about that, when they're done, crowd leaves.
Yes, it will. I was going to make a point of that later on.
A lot of people packed it in. Hey, you just got through baseball season. You're the coach of the junior high as well as the varsity team, and you got some talent coming. You know, I think you had a tough loss the other night, but you got some young players that can play.
Yes, we do. We really do. We're undersized. I don't know how many times anybody got to watch us play at the park this fall with the junior high team. Junior high baseball is 7th and 8th graders mixed together. You don't have a 7th grade team and an 8th grade team. You're all together. And we are undersized. We were a little young with more 7th graders than 8th graders. But we do a good job of pitching the baseball and catching the baseball, and keeps us in ball games.
You know, I think a lot of people wonder at the junior high level, you're offering, I assume you've got cross country going on, you got baseball going on. What else happens in the fall?
Football.
JFL football for sure.
So we start early. We start the very first day of August, and our season is now over. So 7 weeks. We share kids. We have boys that are playing JFL. We have one that runs cross country. So what we do practice-wise is the JFL kids only practice for an hour. Then they get to leave and go to football practice. Cross country kid, he was getting through his workouts pretty early. He was doing a good job of getting them at the end of the day. I think at school, parents were getting him right to the park, so he didn't miss much practice time. But yeah, we definitely work with everybody. Everybody works together. It's been the great 3 years of junior high baseball.
Yeah, I'd say the same thing for the softball. Eric Dean has a junior high softball, and I know those girls play volleyball, and I guess they're doing some other things too. And they probably are cheerleading somewhere.
Right. And we have one baseball player that's in band, so he had some band camp stuff to go to, and performances, parades, and you just make it work.
You know, I think you just said it right there. Even you make it work, and being able in small schools like we are, you've got to be able, or you just going to have.
You have to have everybody understands. Paul Jones, excellent coach at the middle school, cross country. He understands. The JFL coaches, Coach Lawhead and Coach Elliott, and they understand, and we try to work together.
They're getting ready to go into basketball. That's coming up in the junior high level.
So I believe, of course, I have a junior high son, so I believe the tryouts are October 17th, 16th, 17th. Coach Walton will be able to tell me.
Well, don't call him on the phone because he won't.
My kid will get himself there.
Don't call Mickey because he won't answer his phone.
No, he won't.
Now, last time we were at a home game, Mickey's wife brought dinner up here. Of course, had the headsets on, a little tough to eat dinner.
Right.
But, Mickey's a great guy. And he's involved. You know, that guy's involved basketball-wise.
Yes, and I know he coaches baseball in the summer down at the park. He's coaching a little baseball this fall with the little guys down at the park, and they're practicing – couple times a week, 2 or 3 times a week with the little guys, and that stuff pays off. You practice more than you play, and
they play tomorrow. They've got a doubleheader at the Pee Wee Diamond tomorrow.
They do.
That's got to be a first.
That is a first.
I know you're the president of Little League, and they're going to do that, and it's going to be pretty cool. We got the Festival going on. If you're out tomorrow in the city park, you got little guys playing baseball at 2. The Festival gets underway 3 to 9 tomorrow at the city park. Great entertainment. Rick Bonnell and his crew have done a great job with that, and 7th year, be sure and stop out for that. Looks like it's going to be a great day.
There's more baseball on Sunday at the city park.
10-year-old, isn't it?
Yeah, I talked to Tyson today, So ready to go there. We got to work on those scoreboards. We're all funky down there on the scoreboard.
Tell you, if anybody's out there that's wanting to make a nice donation,
I think we've got it lined up. I think we're ready.
The Babe Ruth scoreboard, we've not been able to. I guess it's the bottom tier, isn't it? Is that where we're having a problem with that thing?
We got it working. One of the kids on the baseball team told me his exact words were, I said, "How'd you get that to work?" He said, "I spammed it." I don't know what that means. I guess it means you just hit a button over and over and over, and he got the innings to work. And then we played our game Wednesday night, and we couldn't get the innings to work at all. Runs on the innings. So yeah, we got some
ideas
to do there.
Keep work on that. Hey, it's 34-0 Casey here at halftime. You're listening to Maroons football on WTYE FM, WTYEFM.com on the internet, and live on RHS Maroons Athletics YouTube. So watch it or listen or whatever, but we're going to have a better second half for sure. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with more of our Weber Insurance and Really Halftime after this 2-minute timeout.
You need insurance to help protect the things that mean a lot to you. You need coverage that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, they get it. For close to 100 years, they've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help you prepare for the future. Best of all, they aim to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, they've got your back. Call Nick Mimoser, your Country Financial representative, at 618-544-2147 to chat about your insurance needs today.
Have a demolition project? Yeager Services is your local solution for everything excavation, demolition, and trucking. From land clearing to driveways, they've got the big wheels for any job, residential or commercial. Call 618-707-5461 to get your project started. Locally owned and operated, Yeager Services is your solution for any project, big or small, and a proud supporter of our local sports. Center Oak Rentals has well-serviced equipment ready for the next task on your list. Whether it's as simple as reseeding your lawn or as complex as constructing a building, Center Oak Rentals has the tool or equipment you need, from chainsaws to excavators and everything in between. Josh and Jeremy will service the equipment while you have it, and they'll come to you. Find them on Facebook or call 812-882-4083 for Center Oak Rentals on Depot Street in Vincennes.
Hello, my name is Frank Dahm. I'm a new loan officer here at Casey State Bank in Robson, Illinois. I bring 15 plus years of ag and commercial loan experience to offer our customers. At Casey State Bank, we believe in making local decisions to better our community. We are family owned and operated with a friendly, knowledgeable, and helpful staff ready to help you make your next financial step. Casey State Bank, your community, your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, Maroons heading back out on the field. Casey already there, and I want to remind everybody, I guess the girls, we talked basketball there in the junior high, they tip off Thursday night.
Do they really? Wow, I knew they started early. They start girls basketball early in junior high, then they get in a volleyball season as well.
I want to guess that Jenny Sad's the coach.
I think you're right.
I think I'm right. Yeah, Jenny, former Maroon basketball star, played for Kelly Brookman back in the day, I think. Maybe
she was an assistant coach for last year's high school program.
Maybe not Kelly. I don't want to age Kelly out too much.
Why not?
Sorry, Kelly. Not sure. You have to tell me if you did or not. All right, Maroons heading out. We've been listening to the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime. We're hopeful that the officials aren't going to put 3 more minutes. We had a 20-minute halftime. Maroons down 34-0. I'll let Reggie, you want to recap that first half scoring again?
Oh, do I
have to dig it up there. Yeah, it's all Casey, though, folks, so maybe we leave it at that. I don't know.
I lost it.
You probably threw it in the trash.
I lost it, Mike.
Gone. I thought I saw you put it on the clipboard.
There we go.
There
I buried it on purpose.
Oh, okay, that's a good plan.
Yes. Casey opened up the scoring in the first quarter with 8 minutes and 15 seconds left. With the touchdown run by Ryan Richards, and then followed that up 6 minutes later with a touchdown run by Connor Sullivan. And then in the second quarter, more Casey, more ball control, running the clock down. They started the scoring 9 minutes and 44 seconds left on the clock in the second quarter with an 8-yard run by Connor Sullivan. And then, as I said earlier, just an impressive drive. They got the ball on the 11, I think, with about 6 minutes left to play in the half. And Mike and I were kind of looking at each other like, they're going to make it? They're going to get down there? They had one timeout to use. And they just great ball control and took the ball down and scored with 53 seconds left in the quarter. Thought that was going to be it. That made the score 28-0. Unfortunately for the Maroons on the kickoff, we have a turnover. That gets the ball back in Casey's hands, and it only took them less than 20 seconds to score again. And that was a 6-yard run by Connor Sullivan, and they missed the extra point. So there's our score, 34-0.
To get my corrected homework here, Jenny Sad did not play for Kelly Brookman. She played in '84, another Maroon basketball star.
I should have known that when you said it, because Kelly Brookman was a young teacher when I was a high school student. Sorry, Kelly.
I'm thinking about another great basketball player back in the day, Denise Job.
Oh,
I don't think she played for Kelly either. So.
I don't want to age Denise either, but I wasn't in high school yet.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going there. I know I'll be in trouble in a couple of days.
Yes, you will.
But both pretty good basketball players back in the day.
Yes, fantastic. We have some pretty good basketball players right now in the halls of Robinson High School and the girls.
Yeah, our girls basketball team especially, very talented. They look for the boys team to be just pretty darn good too if they all get there. So, okay, Maroons heading to the sideline. Been listening to the Weber Insurance and Realty halftime here tonight from Crosby Field. Maroons are down 34-0. Casey about to kick it off to the Maroons. We'll get this second half underway. The horn sounded. Team's coming out. So a 20-minute halftime out of the way. Maroons need to rebound, get a little momentum heading into the second half and the rest of the season. Casey 3-0 on the year. Maroons were 0-3, losing to Effingham, Taylorville, and Mount Carmel. And looking at that schedule, felt like, hey, turn the corner here tonight, but we haven't done it yet. Going to have a better second half. They ran into a team that shocked me, this Casey team.
Physical.
Yeah, way physical, yeah. And the breaks just haven't gone the Maroon way.
And mad props to them. I'm telling you, they are playing some football.
Well, they got to get everybody situated. Looks like the Maroons are going to have to flip ends here.
Yeah.
And there they go. Okay. Get our team over here on the left side. You know, one play that Sullivan he's not on is the kickoff team. He's not out there.
He is not out there. Neither is Karras. And maybe they took those guys off the field for a reason.
Former Maroon star Lede Akande being inducted into the Butler Hall of Fame tomorrow. There's a basketball player.
Yes, there is a basketball player.
Here's the run-up and the kick. And they put it up in the air, and we're going to get a chance to return it. It'll be Green. Taken at the 18-yard line. Steps through a couple tackles, spins around, and he'll be dropped at the 29. Looked like for a second he might scamper out of there.
Yeah, Will Moore wrapped him up.
Maroons will have it 1st and 10 on the waiting for the spot, 29-yard line of Robinson. Let's try to get this thing turned around, down 34-0 at halftime.
So Lede's going into the Butler.
Play Butler play basketball in Butler, and she's going in the Hall of Fame tomorrow.
That is really impressive. Congratulations to her.
Coach Kelly Brookman going to make the trip up there and watch that tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Maroons bring the offense out, and it will be, I want to say Green, but Blake Green at quarterback. And he's in the gun. 2 receivers to the left. Has it. They're going to keep it on the ground. Has it himself. Breaks 1 tackle and dropped. Got him by the ankle. And it was Sullivan that got him. A gain of about 2 on the play. Sullivan came up from the linebacker position to make the shoestring tackle after a gain of 2 for Blake Green. Just underway here in the second half. Maroons down 34-0 here on the Cinco scoreboard. Green stays with the ball, and they'll keep it on the ground. A running play, no gain on the play. May have lost what we gained on 1st down.
Higher with the ball carrier. Higher was the ball carrier. I believe the tackle was made by Kane Davis.
And already in a passing situation, 3rd and 10. The ball on the 30. And I think it'll be Johnson that comes in to throw the football. Green comes to the sideline. He'll bring him out. Poole will be the wide man. Here comes Pinkston. He'll go in the right slot. And Johnson has the football,
Blitz.
looks that way, flushed out, running hard, and has to throw it away. Had no time at all. And we'll bring up a 4th down call. And the
Corey
Maroons
Montgomery with the blitz and got to him.
punt team will come on. Now, last time we brought the punt team on, we faked it.
From about this exact spot.
Just pretty much. And Rossborough back there again to do the kicking. Casey drops one man back now, 2 as Richardson and I think that is Rhodes that are deep. Now they close up a little bit. Casey a little more interested in stopping the fake here. They're telling, I can hear the coach from Casey yelling, stay there, stay there. And he drops the foot on it. It's a wobbly kick, going to be taken at the 45-yard line. Maroons cover well. He gets to the 50 and push back. So,
yes, Poole and Parker there, first there to cover that punt. Nice coverage.
So the Warriors will have it 1st and 10 at midfield. A high kick from Rossborough. Give the Maroons a chance to get down and cover the punts. It'll be at the Casey 49-yard line, 1st and 10. 10:34 left, 3rd quarter. Maroons down 34-0.
How quickly did you think I got a text message from Kelly Brookman?
Pretty quick.
Yeah.
Well, we're glad we got a listener. That's good.
Yes.
Stay with us, Kelly. All right. Warriors with the football on that right hash mark on the 49-yard line from Crosby Field tonight. Mike Scheimer with Reggie Truitt alongside, and they stuffing it up here. They're going to pack it in. You got to think the big guy. Nope, not the big guy. This guy.
Karras.
He's pretty good, too.
Yes, he is. Sophomore.
He rambles it down inside the Maroon 40, dropped it about the 39. That'll move the chains. And they're quickly to the line. They're going to go speed up.
They are going to speed it up to try to get 40 on the board and then run the clock.
Yeah, that's good coaching if you can do that. You got to think 44 going to get the ball. No, they go right back to 2. And he gets about 4 on the play, dropped at the 35-yard line. Karras again, the ball carrier. Nice player.
Yeah, Tribbett on the tackle for the Maroons. So
Karras just a
tackle
sophomore.
by a defensive lineman. Yes, just a sophomore.
Quarterback's a sophomore.
Richards is a junior.
Yeah, and they're in that 1A football. More than likely, they are going to be a handful in the playoffs, and they've got a great shot to get there with this team. Clements under center. Now he's got Sullivan right behind him. You got to think he gets the football this time. Quarterback rolls out, sprints, wants to throw. That's going to be well over the outstretched arm, incomplete. He was looking downfield, I think, for Richards. So 3rd down call for Sullivan or for Casey. Taking Richards a while to get back. He was down in the end zone. Just didn't put enough air into that ball. It was kind of flat when he threw it.
Yeah, you could tell when it came out of his hand that it was overthrown.
The difference with him and Robinson is he's got time to throw the football.
Right. The poor Robinson quarterback just does not have time.
There's just no hope, yeah. He's run from his life. As soon as he gets the snap, he's got to get out, you know. 3rd and a good 6 yards needed. They let Sullivan be the lone man in the backfield. Maroons think he's going to get there's the pitch to him. Makes the corner, has the 1st down, straight arms, and ran out of bounds down around the 20-yard line.
Ran out of bounds by Blake Green.
Steps out about the 22. Now they'll move the chains.
So, Mike, I just did a little checking. So Casey also starts 4 juniors on the offensive line with 1 senior, including the center, who is
a big boy.
A very good-looking player.
Yeah.
Big boy with good feet.
1st and 10 for Casey. It's at the 24, make it the 23-yard line. Sullivan, the lone man in the backfield, and they bring Rhodes to the left side here on the near side of the field. Clements has it. They pitch it to Sullivan. Tries that right side again. There he goes, and he's pushing towards the goal line down near the 5. 9-12 to play, 3rd quarter, and they're in the red.
It's a toss play on the short side of the field, and he gets his shoulder square, runs downhill, and it's going to take 3 or 4 Maroons to tackle him. And it's a guaranteed, Mike, 8 to 12 yards a carry.
Every time he touched. What did he have at halftime?
Josh said he had 20 carries.
Over 100 yards.
Over 100 yards.
And he's gotten a good 20, 25 of this. Clement's ready to go again. They turn around, hand him the football, hits the hole, heads for the end zone, and that's a touchdown. At 8:57 to play, 8:57 from 5 yards out. Sullivan with a touchdown that makes it 40-0, and that means we'll have a running clock the rest of the way after they kick this extra point. So for the second week in a row, the Maroons are looking at a scoreboard that moves all the time in the second half. Extra point kick attempt upcoming, and the same kicker we've seen all night, Brian Wright, missed his last attempt. This one is, he might have missed it too. Yep, got that one. Just got it in. Extra point kick is good, and the Maroons now trail 41-0. We'll take a 30-second timeout and be back with a kickoff right after this.
This is Jordan Wade with Bobcat Davies County. With our huge inventory, unbelievable rebates, and great financing options, Bobcat Davies County has something to offer everyone, including parts and service after the sale and even equipment rentals. Give us a call to learn more or stop by and see us at the showroom. Located 1 mile east of I-69 on Highway 50 between Washington and Montgomery. Be sure to follow us on Facebook for more great deals. Bobcat of Davies County. That's one tough animal.
Well, welcome back. 8:57 to go in the third quarter, and the clock will run the rest of the way. The Maroons are down 41-0 to the Casey Warriors. Casey came in 3-0 on this season, undefeated. The Maroons still looking for that first win, and they'll have to travel to Marshall next week, as more than likely that'll be the chance we'll get. Could be a game of two winless programs.
Yes, I don't want to talk about it because Marshall has not won a football game for, I think, 3 years. You don't want to be that team.
Here's Green. No, you don't. Green's going to bring it out. Has an angle, and he can take this one.
He may take it to the house.
Got a kicker down here waiting on him. Cut him off, and he'll be dropped. And then he fumbles.
They're calling it down.
They're calling it down. Ball's down. We're going to keep it. Green on the field, but we'll keep it. That's our best play is the kickoff.
Yeah, Corey Montgomery ran it down. The kicker kind of cut off the angle, and Corey Montgomery ran it down from behind.
Well, we stopped the clock, so see what the officials want to do here. There it goes. Now it's running.
Not a good evening of football when your best play is the kick return.
Kickoff, yeah. That's something.
So it appears that Casey does have their starter still on the field for defense.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yep, Sullivan's still out of linebacker, so they want to pitch the shutout, I would assume. Ready to go. Johnson, the quarterback now. The quick out, puts it in the flat to Parker, and they're all over.
Yeah, Reddick's on the tackle. Reddick's and Karras.
Parker dropped for a loss on the play. We'll wait for the loss. Looks like about 2. It'll be second down and 12. Loss of a couple on the play, back to the 29-yard line. Second down, and they nearly drop it there. It's on the, well, they did cover it, didn't they? They let Johnson keep it.
Yes. I'm not sure the football was ever fumbled.
I don't think so either. So a third down and 11 upcoming.
It's like the Maroons have a couple fresh faces on the offensive line. Cruz Dunlap is in the game. I believe Gunnar Holt has been playing the whole game on the offensive line. Mason Brinkman is in the game. Peyton Skaggs is the center. And Jevin Wampler is the right tackle.
Johnson back to throw, has time. And now he's hit and
completed.
Completed that. Nope, incomplete. I think he said it hit the ground. Thought Parker was going to make a miraculous catch there, but. So that'll bring up a 4th down, and Maroons will go for it here.
So our offensive line currently has 2 freshmen, 1 senior, and 2 juniors.
Mount Carmel leading Newton in the second quarter, 49-0. Flora over El Dorado, 12-8. That in the fourth quarter. And here it's 4th and a bunch. Johnson wants to throw, drops back, sets, throws, angles it out, and that's going to be. Woo! He might have caught it.
No, I don't believe he did.
On the ground, incomplete. So they'll take it over on downs.
Great effort from Green. I'll tell you what, he laid out.
So let's see, Casey will take over on downs. Mount Carmel leading, as I mentioned, Newton 49-0 in the second quarter.
So change of possession. The clock will continue to run.
Cumberland leading Villa Grove 12-7. That in the halftime score. Kind of looking for scores here, Reggie. Shelbyville leading Tuscola 28-20. Tell you, no one in the area. I can't find anything here. So, okay, we'll let that go. And Casey with the football. They leave the quarterback in, and nothing going there.
Good play.
Stuffed it at the line, so a nice stop by the Maroons.
Yes.
On Sullivan. It was Sullivan the ball carrier, and he's going to lose yardage. Maroons dropping for about a 3-yard loss. Clock running with 4:30 to play here in the running clock situation. So the Maroons, they're going to bring Sullivan out of the game and Richards, so they're going to go to a little different look here. I would probably take him out too. You don't need to get your weapon there.
Yeah, I mean, he's got enough touches and enough touchdowns and carries tonight. The stats are fine.
Yeah.
He's still all conference.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So Casey with it, 2nd down and about 13 needed. They'll probably keep it on the ground. They got some clean uniforms out there.
Number 5 with the carry.
And he's going to be dropped for another loss. So
that's Darren Hupp.
Casey making some substitutions. And nothing really to worry about. Running clock and up 41-0 on the Cinco scoreboard late here in the third quarter, 3:42 and the clock moving.
I believe the Maroons are making some substitutions as well, some new bodies on the field. Robbie Eller, Cruz Dunlap, Keelan Coleman, all new, fresh uniforms on the field for the Maroons.
Casey breaks the huddle. And the quarterback steps up under center, protecting that lead, and they'll keep it. He wants to throw.
Blitz.
Going to air it out. He's got a man out there.
Coverage was by A.J. Noblet.
Yeah.
Man-to-man coverage out there on his own.
Incomplete. And we'll bring up a 4th down, and Casey will punt for the first time tonight.
Second time,
yep.
We blocked a punt.
That's right, we did. And thought that was going to be a big play, and then we couldn't do anything with it. You're right. That was on the first possession, wasn't it?
Right. Casey had a penalty, I believe, that kind of backed him up. And that, I believe, is the only punt prior to this. Let's see if they get it away much quicker this time than they did the first time.
We're coming after it.
We are.
Snap, get it up.
He
got
did.
rid of it.
He got rid of it quick. Nice kick.
Pinkston's going to have to get away from it. That guy touched it down as it was rolling away. So
yeah, that was Kokenauer.
Coach will talk to that guy about that.
Could have got another 4 or 5 yards out of that.
Maroons will get the football. The running clock moving. At 2:12 left here in the third quarter. Maroons are down 41-0. They're going to leave Sullivan on the defense. They're going to try to play for the shutout.
He is. He's out there.
Senior year? I guess what the heck, I guess. I don't know.
Yes.
So the Maroon offense out, and quarterback will be Reese Johnson, the sophomore. Blake Green split on the right tight end spot, and we load that side up. We're going to keep it on the ground.
Noblet
hit and driven back. They'll blow it dead. That was Sullivan that had him.
Yep.
Boy, he got there quick, too. Just speed. Second down and 9 to give him his forward motion. Got about a yard. With a minute to play here in the third quarter. Second down and 9. Here on the 49-yard line of Robinson. Johnson wants to throw. Drops back, in trouble.
Sacked.
And dropped again. I don't know how many times he's been sacked, but it's been a tough night for him. He's just had no chance.
Yeah, Kane Davis, I believe, will get the sack there.
Third down. Look how deep our receivers were. And there's just no way he's going to have enough time to make that throw.
I agree.
Johnson getting the grass out of his mask there on his helmet.
I believe we're going to let the clock run out in the third quarter.
I think you're right. Down to 10 seconds. Yeah, I think the coach is going to run the clock out.
When you look at the play clock and the game clock,
they're almost identical, aren't they?
They are. Let's see how the officials play this.
Into the third quarter, and the Maroons are down 41-0. We'll take a 30-second break and be right back.
Because there's a job opening almost everywhere right now, you have a lot of choices. We also have job openings here at TOC Direct Media. Whether you have multimedia experience or think you have what it takes to inform and entertain, you should consider us for your next move. Log on to originalcompany.com and give us the reason we should consider you for one of our openings. Log on to originalcompany.com. We're an equal opportunity employer.
Yeah, welcome back. It's time for a third quarter update brought to you by Nick Mimotzer, Country Financial Representative. And Reggie, I'll flip it over to you, though. I will give you the score. Marshall 12-6 overall, and from Sports Ticker.
Okay, so we only had one touchdown in the third quarter. Another touchdown by Sullivan, 5-yard run with 8:57 remaining in the third quarter. So count that up, Mike. That is 4 touchdowns for number 44.
And he's alone. He's still on the field playing defense.
Yes, he is.
Yep, still there.
He is a player. I'll have to tell him this baseball season that I was impressed.
I hope you're striking him out.
I hope we can get him out. Yeah, no kidding.
I think he's probably pretty good at that sport, too. Marshall leading only 12-6. Not sure of the quarter yet. We're working on that. Play Marshall next Friday up there. And as Reggie mentioned, we don't think they've won a game in 2 or 3 years. Maroons have it, 3rd and long. And Johnson, again, sprinting out. Lineman chasing him. Can't catch him. Got rid of it in the flat and incomplete. Intended receiver looked to be Poole along the sideline. Ball broken up, and we'll bring up a 4th down for the Maroons. The punt team comes on. Punting team comes out. We're in the fourth quarter. Maroons down 41-0, trailed 34-0 at halftime. It's been all KZ here this evening.
Rossborough back to punt for the Maroons.
Wonder who they play next week. Have to check KZ's schedule.
Yeah, I could not tell you.
Maroons have Marshall on the road, then Lawrenceville again here in 2 weeks. Good snap. Going to have to get rid of it. Straight up. And a kick that went off the side of his foot. And we're going to get a little bit of a bounce out of it. They're going to roll dead at the 50-yard line. So a kick of about 12 yards. Tough one there. Went off the side of his foot and straight up. Casey will take over 1st and 10 at midfield with 10:47 to play here in the ball game. Ball in play.
A couple new fresh bodies in the game for the Maroons.
Waiting for Casey to come to the line of scrimmage. Been listening to Maroons football on WTYE-FM, WTYEFM.com on the internet and over on YouTube, or it's RHS Maroons Athletics .YouTube. There's the snap.
All right, Mike, we got to figure out who the ball carrier is.
Keeping it on the ground. Give the tackle to number 84 for the Maroons, Eli Rossborough. 22,
yes,
I think.
22, a lane rep on the carry.
He's a junior. And he gained about 3 on the play. It'll be second down and 7.
He's got big shoes to fill next year when Mr. Sullivan graduates.
They better feed him a little bit. He's about half the size of Sullivan. 9:40 left in the ball game here at Crosby Field tonight. It's been all Casey in this one. Clements up under center.
Maroons blitz.
And our ball carrier looking for a little gap.
He's running hard.
And he's going to go across the 45 down to the 44, and that was all second effort from him.
Yeah.
Third down and 4.
3 or 4 Maroon tacklers there, and he just kept his legs moving.
Third down and 4, and Casey in no hurry. They've got 9 minutes to get off the clock before they go to 4-0 on the year. Run the running play right in the middle.
Right up the gut.
He'll be
Not
short.
There. Nothing there. I believe Blake Trivet was in on the tackle.
26, Maverick Hayden for the Casey Warriors.
Fourth down. They need about 3. Like those,
surely they're going to punt, right, Mike?
You gotta like those kitty cats that listen to ball games.
You do.
They're going to just let the clock run down. What are they going to do here? I think you're right. They're going to punt it.
They're going to call timeout and punt.
Nah, I don't think. You think he's going to call timeout? Yeah, you're right. Maybe.
He's standing right next to the official.
Now, let's see. We're watching the coach right by the official on the far side. Now he's got his hands in the OT formation. And he will take a timeout with 7:54 to play in the ball game, and we will too. We'll be back at 60 seconds with the Maroons down 41-0.
At Crawford Memorial Hospital, they care for one kind of cancer, yours. They believe in designing treatment plans that put patients first. Their specialists in the consulting clinic are with you from diagnosis through treatment, including outpatient chemotherapy at their spacious, state-of-the-art infusion center. Patients benefit from one-on-one care from their team of nurses and personalized treatment from expert oncologists. For more information about infusion therapy at CMH's consulting clinic, visit CMH online or call 618-544-3131 today.
Here's what real students say about Lincoln Trail College.
Every aspect of a class, teachers are involved. They're always letting us know what we need to do, and they give us a huge opportunity to be successful.
I've loved being able to give back to this school. It has honestly taught me so much about myself and who I am as a person.
You too can join students like these. Visit iecc.edu/LTC to get started and let the trail be your path to success.
Well, Casey punting, and the Maroons going to make a fair catch at the 16-yard line. And that was Pinkston that made the catch. Lawrenceville over Paris 20-7 with 5 minutes left in that ball game. Marshall leading only 12-6, and that's our next 2 opponents. We'll have Marshall at their home field next Friday. Lawrenceville will be in here in 2 weeks. So and right now, Lawrenceville, another team that's undefeated.
Hey, best I can do for scores is I got a Cubbies score. The Cubs are down 3-0 after the first inning.
We need to call Stoney up and say, what's the deal?
You can make that phone call.
You know how stressed.
I butt dialed Stoney a couple weeks ago. He's like, Reg, I'm in a meeting. What do you need? I was like, oh, my gosh, don't need to bother him.
No, you can bet he's stressed.
I should have asked him who he's looking at in the waiver wire.
Yeah, it's time to find some players. All right, Maroons with it. Clock moving, 6:35 to play. And the Maroons have it on their own 18-yard line. Time to throw. He airs it out. This one's got a chance and will be incomplete. Intended for Green down about the 46-yard line.
So I don't believe Sullivan is on the field. Karras is on the field. Rodriguez is on the field. Kokenauer is on the field. So they've replaced a few of their starters on the defensive side of the ball.
I am, just like I said a lot here, really surprised at how good Casey is. They've got the skilled players.
They're.
And the quarterback has played well.
Yes.
Johnson has it, quick out in the flat to Green. Makes the catch, has the sideline. They bring him back to the center of the field. Make the touch, they make the tackle at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, a couple of really nice cuts by Green. I mean, he is a weapon when he does get the football in his hands.
That's a first down. It'll move the chains out to the 30-yard line, waiting for him to make the spot. There it is. 5:25 to play in this one from Crosby Field here tonight. Mike Scheimer with the Reggie Truitt.
Mike, it's been fun.
Reggie, you got this down. You need to.
I need to get paid.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this.
I am.
Quick out here to you get paid for this?
I don't know.
I don't know. Let Green with it, and he'll fall down on the 45-yard, make it 35-yard line.
Do I need to fill out a W-2?
You probably should.
I should probably have my wife help me with that.
You know, I bring Sandford with me, and there's no hope. We just have a good time. Bill's a hoot. So
the best advice you gave me tonight was let's just talk, conversation.
Yeah, that's all it is, conversation. Second down and 6 for the Maroons here on the 34, and we're down to 4:40 to go. Johnson wants the football, has it on the snap, quick out in the flat, makes the catch, throw. Noblet is, yeah, and he just ran out of feet, didn't he?
Get up, AJ. There we go. Yeah, the way he went down, he just went down on his own. It's like, oh, no, we need one of those non-contact injuries.
You know, you watched the Jets play the other night, I suppose, when Aaron Rodgers went. That was a weird thing, and Torrey's tendon there, Achilles tendon.
So my 7th-grade son has to inform me that it's the turf. It's the turf in that stadium. I think he's onto something. I read a couple articles.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
The 49ers were very upset when they played there. Noblet, nice.
Noblet makes a nice jump step and gets outside, and he's down the sideline. Casey trying to get him out of bounds, and he's still on his feet and dropped at the 20-yard line. Maroons get deep in Casey territory. And the clock moves. We're going to have to hustle. 3:44 to go.
Let's see if Casey subs anybody in here.
See how bad they want that shutout?
Right.
3:30 left. Clock moving with that running clock. Maroons trail 41-0. Would love to get a score here. Late, they'll take it any way they can get it. Got to get our players off the field.
We're getting Noblet off the field. I hope it's just for one play. We just got too many men on the field. They didn't see it.
No, he didn't see him. He was on the field. Green trying to get to the end zone. Ball's out. And Casey has it.
And there's the shutout.
Yeah, that's how bad it is. Just a tough break. Ball flipped up. And Casey with the players shaking up. Slow getting up.
The kicker is shaking up.
He's up. Fumble on the play down inside the 10-yard line. And Casey will take it over and probably run the clock out from there. So just everything that could go wrong for the Maroons has here tonight.
Yeah, this is very hard to bounce back from for the coaching staff, for the players. Let's hope they can keep it together.
1st and 10 for the Casey Warriors.
I've been in this situation, Mike.
Yeah, I think I have too. You play 400 and some ball games, you see some of these in the baseball world, right?
Yes.
And it looks like we're going to they're going to take a timeout. Casey will take a timeout. So we'll take one as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Have a demolition project? Yeager Services is your local solution for everything excavation, demolition, and trucking. From land clearing to driveways, they've got the big wheels for any job, residential or commercial. Call 618-707-5461 to get your project started. Locally owned and operated, Yeager Services is your solution for any project, big or small, and a proud supporter of our local sports.
Well, people asking me right now, I've had several texts, is Casey that good? Well, yeah, I think they are.
I really do. I think they are as well. I definitely a playoff team.
Oh, yeah. I don't think there's any doubt. And, well, 1A, they are a tough out. But yeah, they've got the skilled players, but I'm more impressed with their line.
I am, too.
You think about that. Most small schools don't have that. They may have a skill player or two, but they got 5 guys up front.
They got the offensive line, and they block really well, and they got the kid to hand the ball to 25, 30 times a game. And when he gets downhill, he's a load.
Oh, yeah. Casey with it. They can just work the clock if they want. They're going to give it to the tailback, and he's going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage, dropped for no gain.
And I believe Wampler on the tackle.
I want to think they've changed quarterbacks. Maybe we'll check. You still see 12? I see 25 went to get the play. That's why I think they've made a change there. Kellen Sullivan, I think they moved him to quarterback.
I think you're right.
What'd you say he was, a sophomore? Yeah, 5'8" sophomore.
Yeah, he's Connor's younger brother.
He's not as big as him.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Second down, looks like about 11, now 10 they say. Ball on the 9-yard line. And they're just working the clock. A minute and a half to go, and they're going to run that.
They're going to take a knee.
Yeah, they're going to start taking knees here. Takes the knee, they'll reset it to 40 and let her go again. So he's going to have to do it twice. Third down. This will get it down.
They may have to punt.
They might. I think he'd run for it, wouldn't he? He could run around for a second. That's what he's going to have left, 25. Now we
timeout.
Maroons are going to take a timeout. Okay.
Why not?
Might as well. You got it. You got 3 of them.
Right. Can't take them home with you, Mike.
That's right. That's what I've heard that before. Mac knows that.
Yes, as a Coach Thompson reference.
Can't save him for next week.
Right.
So timeout on the field. A minute 1 to go. We'll have the post game brought to you by Crawford Memorial Hospital coming up. Proudly providing athletic training services. First National Bank of Olney too, I believe, in on our post game.
I bet Coach Brookman would have burned all her timeouts by now.
Early in the game.
Yeah, she would have buzzed right through them.
They're just suggestions for timeouts, right?
She would have been like halfway through the third quarter asking the officials for another one.
Yeah.
Give me another 30 seconds.
All right, back out on the field with a 1:01 to play. And they've got the clock stopped. Now, they should stop. You should start it coming out of the timeout. See how they do it? Yeah,
now.
They started. Now he stops it again.
Yeah, the play clock was already running. Timeout Robinson.
Trying to get. Okay, 56 seconds down. We stopped it. I think we've used all of. I don't know. We probably have another timeout.
We burned a timeout there.
I don't think you're going to miss. Guess what? Only or Casey just did. So you're going to play that? We're going to bring the horses back.
I'm hoping that's their punter.
I hope you're right. Yeah, I think it is the punter. Yep, it's 4th down. They're going to kick it. 4th down with 56 seconds left, and Casey going to kick it away, up 41-0. Maroons are down to 1 timeout. Just trying to figure out a way to maybe get some momentum here, get a little hop in your step. It's going to be a tough loss to take, though.
Will.
This is really
we'll have to get that hop in our step next week.
Yeah, real quick. And only Marshall leading over Olney right now, too. All right, Casey going to punt. We drop 1 man back. There's a snap.
We're after it.
We're after it. He got away and kicked it out of bounds. So we'll get the football with about the clock moving. It can run, too, because we're not going to use our timeout.
Correct. We may get 1 play.
We're going to get the offense out there, but Casey probably going to walk it out. They're in no hurry. Clock moving at this running clock. The ball on the 33-yard line of Casey after the punt went out of bounds. And it's down to 20 seconds. We're probably going to get 1 play, and that's going to be it. There's the snap. Johnson to throw. Looking, puts it in the flat, incomplete. And that should run, unless we call a timeout here, that should be it.
That will be it.
That is going to be it. There's the horn. The Maroons are going to lose this one here tonight, 41-0 to the Casey Warriors. A tough night for the Maroons, and a bit of a surprise, as I think they felt like they were going to be able to compete here with Casey. But it was all Warriors in this one. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Be back with our post game after this.
Hello, My name is Frank Dahm. I'm a new loan officer here at Casey State Bank in Robson, Illinois. I bring 15 plus years of ag and commercial loan experience to offer our customers. At Casey State Bank, we believe in making local decisions to better our community. We are a family owned and operated with a friendly, knowledgeable, and helpful staff ready to help you make your next financial step. Casey State Bank, your community, your bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You need insurance to help protect the things that mean a lot to
Let
you.
that
You need
scoreboard off
coverage
quick.
that's affordable because we all have a budget. At Country Financial, they get it. For close to 100 years, they've offered insurance and financial services to help protect what's most important to you and to help you prepare for the future. Best of all, they aim to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. In other words, they've got your back. Call Nick Mimoser, your Country Financial representative, at 618-544-2147 to chat about your insurance needs today.
This is Joe Davis. It's now time for the RHS postgame show brought to you by First National Bank in Olney.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. As ball game's over here at Crosby Field, and the Maroons now 0-4 on the season, and we'll travel to Marshall next Friday. Marshall was leading Olney 12-6 at last report. Then we got Lawrenceville the week after, and they're undefeated, and they're winning like 20-7 in their game with the Paris Tigers. So the Maroons desperately need to figure out something here to get this thing turned around. It's been 8 quarters now of football that we've seen running clocks in 2 consecutive games. So Coach Kent down on the field talking to his team, trying to get some things across to them, I'm sure, to keep their heads up. But a tough night here at Crosby where the Maroons have been defeated 41-0. You're listening to the First National Bank postgame show. Time now for stats and highlights, brought to you by Crawford Memorial Hospital, proudly providing athletic training services to Crawford County athletes. And here's Reggie with the scoring in this one here tonight. It's going to be all purple and gold, I guess we'll have to say.
No highlights for the home team. So the second half scoring, there was just one touchdown in the second half. In the third quarter, a 5-yard run by Connor Sullivan. And then no scoring for the remainder of the second half. Unfortunately for the Maroons, their best defense in the second half was the running clock. And so all Casey tonight, Mike, they score 5 times in the first half and 1 time in the second half. And really impressive football team.
You know, I think you look at what they had, though, and we talked about during the game. Sullivan, the running back, just a load. Once he got his shoulders squared up, it was going to take 2 or 3 Maroons to get him on the ground.
Right, and I think we've patted him on the back enough on the radio, but he's just a big kid. He's listed as 6'2", 220 pounds, and athletic, and
you earn that. You earn that respect.
He's not a blazing running back, but he is definitely a tough kid to tackle, and he walked through a lot of our tackles tonight.
Well, they kind of dictated what they wanted to do, and we just didn't have an answer. So a tough one here tonight for the Maroons. Trailed 34-0 at halftime, give up a score in the second half. Lose one here tonight, 41-0 to the KZ Warriors. And we'll travel to Marshall next Friday in a team that, again, you feel like that we ought to get.
Yeah, I just said earlier, I don't want to really jinx it. I don't really want to talk about it. After watching this and thinking, hey, we've got a chance to be really competitive tonight, and let's just hope that it's there next Friday.
That's that baseball thing coming out of us. You don't want to talk about those things because we're all
right. You're right.
We're all superstitious.
Right.
You got to put your ball cap on the right way, or you're in real trouble. So
right.
There's a lot of that. Well, let's talk about
Alex Herman, an old baseball player from ICC, used to tell me, Coach, I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like that. Hey, if you're out tomorrow, we got 10 and under baseball. Mickey Walton's group will be playing on the Pee Wee Diamond. I think that 2 o'clock, the first pitch.
Yes, doubleheader.
So you want
to? If you're out tonight, there's the social out at the
club here. Yeah, Crab Creek's got Jason Suffin running that show, isn't he? And
yes,
drop out there, and that's for the alumni. You want to stop out there? That's a nice thing to do. And tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, Mickey Walton and his gang, and that'll be pretty cute watching that 10 and under doubleheader. You got the Festival at the City Park from 3 to 9 p.m. tomorrow. Be sure and see that. Great entertainment. Should be a lot of fun there in the City Park. Baseball and then the Festival. Sunday afternoon, we come back with the 10 and under. You coaching that bunch? Or
no, I'm not. I am I'm hopefully done coaching baseball and
in the spring or the fall.
Until spring, yes.
Until spring.
I'll have the high school kids out on the field though next week.
You'll probably be umpiring. Yeah, you'll probably be there umpiring over the weekend.
I've been asked to umpire a couple times.
I caught some softball and saw Mac Thompson umpire softball.
Coach Thompson did a good job umpiring baseball.
I just, you wonder if he kept it calm while he was umpiring.
He did. It was nice to see him on the other end of it. And we had a couple of balk calls that I thought were missed while he was umpiring.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
And I got to actually feed it to Coach Thompson. So, it was really weird at the time.
We all think he's never seen a good call. I don't.
It was quite enjoyable. I remember I walked back in the dugout and I said, "Well, that was a little awkward."
He needs a little of that. He needs to see that side of it.
Right, he does. He did a great job. The first time I've ever seen him call balls and strikes, and he was really, really consistent. And
they weren't all strikes.
They were not. That you would think him raising the two pitchers like he is, that everything would just be a strike. They were not. I tell you, Rob Pissarro, who did the scoreboard for me tonight, he umpired a game for us this year, and he was terrible. No, I'm kidding.
Way to help him out.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, a couple old baseball guys talking about baseball is always a good time. Appreciate you helping out tonight, Reg.
Yes, you're welcome. I enjoyed it. Got thrown in the fire, and I'm not sure what I got myself into, especially because it was the first night being on YouTube.
That's your number one critic right there.
She's telling me to shut up right now.
She's your number one critic. Okay, it's going to wrap things up. You've been listening to the post game brought to you by First National Bank of Albany, and really appreciate Reggie helping out here this evening. Our producer tonight back at the station, Dawson, did a great job. Final once again, it was Casey 41, Robinson nothing. We'll be in Marshall next Friday night, pregame around 6:40. This is Mike Scheimer. See you all around and get out tomorrow. Enjoy all the activities. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to the postgame show brought to you by First National Bank in Albany.
Thank you for listening to this broadcast on Classic Hits WTYE. The proceeding has been a presentation of